So
Hi, Internet. We have an important question for you that Jake has prompted, and it makes us question Celine's life choices.
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate,
so,
okay?
Here is the hypothetical scenario. There is poop in your soup. How much soup do you need for you to still eat that soup?
If there's a normal sized piece of poop in it.
It's chicken noodle soup. There is a regular, firm poop in it. It's
solid piece.
There is a healthy amount of fiber in this person's diet.
This is all great info for this.
It's important.
Yes, yeah. It changes
way more than we talked about before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now it's the internet,
more,
so I don't want
more
extra
points have got
exposition.
brought up.
Yeah.
That we need to cover for them to have an educated understanding of what's happening.
Celine has decided if it was a heavy soup, like a chili, which I barely count as soup.
I don't count chili as soup, but like
you said chili though.
I said chili.
He said chili first, like a clam chowder.
I feel like that's even worse.
What if it was like a
really?
a thick stew?
Why is it even worse?
Is a stew? I don't consider a stew a soup.
You don't consider a stew a soup?
A stew is a soup.
A stew is a soup.
Okay,
a soup.
we gotta start over. So what is a poop?
What is a soup?
Well, a poop, you see, is I'm
not
gonna say
diarrhea.
it's between 80 and 220 grams of solid poop.
Okay.
So the internet's saying 10 gallons of broth is what I've seen.
Wow, you're
so
wrong.
I would like to put into perspective. Have you ever filled the 5-gallon bucket? Have you ever filled 2 5-gallon buckets? That is all you're talking about between you and
poop.
Another person's poop.
Yeah, it's not your poop.
Not yours.
It's not your poop.
Oh, it is solid. We've established
and there's no reward other than the soup you are drinking.
You have to eat the soup. That's the thing.
That's
how much?
How much soup do you need?
How much
excess soup?
I need like a small lake.
We've heard so far.
Fair.
Olympic-sized swimming pool was thrown out there.
I think I could do Olympic-sized swimming pool. I could.
Right, if the poop was way on the one side, if it's thick. If it's not
you don't know.
Chicken noodle.
You walk up to
you don't know where it is.
Yeah,
you don't know where, you just know
well, you might be able to find it.
Every man has a line in the sand, and mine is Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think you're wrong.
And again,
10 gallons is wrong. But I don't think there's too many wrong answers.
Well, Celine's point that we started this conversation before was the consistency of the soup, and I was like, "Does creamy versus brothy change your mind?" Apparently, it does.
It does for Celine.
It does.
Yeah,
it's a good point too.
That might be the difference in my answer to the Olympic-sized swimming pool.
I work in a soup providing establishment, and I will say there's a large difference between brothy and creamy soups and how much they move about.
So you have to eat it. Yeah. How much do you have to eat?
Oh, you just have to have some. Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to. You're not like
you don't have to eat all the soup.
Well, yeah, because then it doesn't matter at that point.
Right.
Then you want to have less soup.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat it.
You just have to have a bowl of soup.
Yeah.
From
your
vat
out your amount of soup. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Interesting.
So what happened last time?
So anyway, folks, welcome to Evrand, where we have an actual game.
Poop on soup.
Yeah, where we don't just have these. You know, if we could start every game with a hypothetical quandary like this, there'd be a whole market for people who just leave after the first 10 minutes, or don't show up for the first 10 minutes.
Suggestion box.
Yeah.
That's what they can do on the page.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what happened last time was in the midst of the party had gone to Flavortown. They learned all of the secrets, or most of the secrets of Flavortown, and a massive battle ensued where the party rallied the troops of Flavortown to assault these 5 mechanical constructs that were being aided by an army of seemingly zombie-like creatures. The party had done their best, kept their troops alive as long as possible, defeated the original ruler of these kind of evil zombie-type creatures, but they were under control by this controlling gem. The party managed to eventually defeat, or at least scatter most of the zombie creatures, and then took the fight to the mechanical constructs. During said fight, eventually, they morphed together and Voltron together into pieces to become the Iron Chef, which the party fought after being down on spell slots and resources from earlier in the day through the main fight. and then got into the epic final battle with the Iron Chef. And I think by the skin of their teeth is a relatively reasonable description.
We were in that stage of going down and then coming
Yeah.
back up.
Our teeth were so full of skin.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It had there was a lot of hit points to be gone through on both sides. But ultimately, the party managed to defeat the Iron Chef.
Ha ha ha.
And then they found the 5 people operating it. And then they were debating. Everyone was back and forth. Do we kill them? Do we not kill them?
Do we kill some of them?
We broke all of their hands have been broken.
Yeah.
We settled on maiming. We didn't kill any
yeah.
of them. We maimed all of
Yes,
them.
and in a fantasy realm where you can just heal things, it's
not that
less
bad.
of a thing.
Well, in a fantasy realm where you could also just bring people back from the dead.
They did initiate a battle that killed all of Flavortown.
I'm not
I feel like
saying-
breaking a couple fingers so they don't
It's
hurt us is
relative.
reasonable.
I personally agree. Theron disagrees.
Right. There were several people, or at least one, that was on board for just murdering them all where they stood.
Felt like 50-50 split on that.
Yeah, I guess it ended up getting down to about a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
And then they did some exploration of the...
Dying changed Flint a little.
Just a tad.
They did a little exploration of the mechanical construct itself and found, one, that there were some traps triggered and that this thing was going to detonate in a massive explosion. And in the process of... making their way to the central chamber to find the power source to try to potentially shut this thing down or whatever else, they rescued a bunch of people from inside the machine that seemed to be in some aspect or capacity powering it, or at least some of them were hooked up to tubes and pipes and things into the main machine. They managed to save everybody, run out, massive explosion. Everybody was thrown through the desert as they made their way back towards the main city of Flavortown with these villains of the Iron Chef folks in custody. Yeah, the warp core explosion. And that is pretty much where we left off at the end of last session. So the party, there's a small reveal of who at least one of the characters was amidst the 5 who were trapped inside, 4 who were trapped inside. And that's where we'll pick up today. So yeah, they're ringing in everybody's ears. Sand is still settling down. Dust, big explosion. Everybody was thrown. Everybody's pretty low on hit points. We're like, everybody's in the red as far as D&D Beyond is concerned.
Yep.
You know what? Let's just take off another 15 hit points worth of bludgeoning and falling damage from being thrown. Because unlike the movies, we're going to try to treat the explosion that hurls you in a little bit more of a damaging capacity. It's not just like, it just...
Propelled us forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait, a force wave powerful enough to move 200 pounds hurts?
Yeah, it was...
Of what?
I don't
Call
think so.
it's a fantasy world, so we'll
It's
say.
fun to pretend, Ted.
Yeah,
isn't it?
So yeah, everybody drop another 15 hit points, and that's yes, we Clyde, you were at least addressed by a somewhat unique and recognizable voice, and this was where we're at. So you grabbed one person, you grabbed the other 2.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay,
There were 4.
there were 4, and I thought Flint grabbed one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and Clyde grabbed one, and you grabbed the other 2. Yeah,
That works for me.
and Strahd was with. Yeah, Strahd was with the people.
Yes, Aslan
the
and
main-
Ferdinand
the main
and the
ones.
villains.
Yeah, unfortunately, with Aslan and Ferdinand and the villains.
Yes.
Aslan is definitely the moral compass of that group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody ran away. And then it exploded, and this is where we're at.
Is Eddie like awake? Is he like a person, or is he like? Is he the one I'm carrying?
He was the one you were carrying.
Okay.
Or you guys are now on the ground.
Yes.
I was carrying, and now we're all.
Yeah, and you recall that this one, that Eddie had the most at least 5 different like tubes run into him, more so than you saw from anybody else when you were in the room.
I'm just gonna yell out, Theron! Yeah. Are you dead? No. Oh, praise me, straight.
Does anybody have any healing left?
Oh, fuck. I think I have
I might have some.
One healing left.
One healing
Let me look at my spells.
left.
You know.
Oh, that's not.
I am. Oh yeah.
I
I
can
only
do-
have
I can
first
do
and
some
second
heal-
level spell slots.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can upcast.
Well, when he says that, I'm gonna
Healing
get up and
words.
start looking around to see
couple
who
of those.
else we
Yeah, I'm just checking.
I'm gonna check on the health of the people we just pulled out of tubes before I start.
Well,
healing
that's what
each
I'm
other.
saying. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds very
we agree.
reasonable.
Checking.
I have no spell slots left,
Eddie?
so it doesn't matter.
You okay? You okay, Eddie?
Oh, hang on, I'm just checking. I have to log back into my Wi-Fi here. I want to check what Strahd
Oh.
what Strahd
That's me.
has.
I thought
No,
it was
that's
you.
me.
I was alarmed.
Oh no.
It's like you never make those noises.
No. Cat noises?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
Guys, I think I broke my butt. It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it hurts when I move my legs
Okay.
and my arms and my head and my mouth a little bit. That hurts. It hurts a little bit when I move that.
I walk up to you. I'll give you 2 points of lay on hands.
Thanks, buddy. I reach my hand out. I go, thanks, buddy, and you get a cure wounds.
Oh, great. I don't know. Cure somebody else. I have
It's
38
too late.
health
I
left.
already did it.
All right, I'll take it.
That's 11
Clyde
hit
looks
points.
from afar, said that she'll never have as close a relationship as the two of them have to each other.
I mean, you might just like with someone you haven't met yet.
Oh, ouch. With Eddie.
Hang on, let me
Your
just. I have
best
to.
dragon friend.
I have to pull
Not
up.
even my bird wanted to be my friend.
Well, you had a beetle.
We
I
want
did
to
have a
be your
beetle, but he
friend.
can't leave this. Well, maybe he can't leave the city
You
now.
gotta figure
Maybe
out
and I
if you can
had
fix
a
the
horse
city.
friend, but he died.
Oh,
Yeah, they do that
We think.
probably.
Let me just.
well, he might not be dead. He's a magical horse.
It's true.
That's true.
Let me just log in.
And he was a
to-
unique magical horse.
He was.
My tablet's not connected to D&D Beyond, so let me just log into
Oh
Strahd.
no!
Oh, you know what?
What?
I'll ask Mistra tomorrow.
What? Oh, about the horse?
Yeah.
What? It's my best friend!
If Greg, what did you call him?
Gregor.
Gregor?
Yeah. Gregor.
Gregor?
Yeah.
Was that it? It was
Yeah.
just Gregor?
That was like
It sounds weird. You know how like when you haven't heard a word in a while and then you say it out loud and it feels and you're like thinking about it too much and it sounds
it
weird?
feels pretty recent to me.
Gregor.
Gregor.
Gregor. Like, what does your mouth do at the end?
Gregor.
Gregor?
Gregor.
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 G.
Gregor.
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 Okay.
Gregor.
The more we say it, the less meaning it has. Yeah, I'll ask about Gregor.
Strahd has.
He's doing his best.
I don't know. My spell slots
We've
got
just
all
been
funky,
through a
but I
lot.
think he still has some first level slots left.
Yeah, that's probably what the most any of us are running.
And he's just like, oh god.
Yep.
It was much easier when I healed every time. Like, oh. And he's like, oh no.
Well,
Looks
you're
like,
out in the sun.
looks like one of them died.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Who
Who
is
is
it? You do your best.
It was like that one. Joint points at.
Oh, just
One of the
okay.
villains.
Not one of the guys we brought out.
No,
One of
no.
those, I feel bad, but not.
You know what? If the king sees fit, he will be able to bring him back to face justice.
That's true.
Okay, so.
I'm gonna heal a little bit.
Like we're low on diamonds, so I'm not gonna do it.
No, we just got a bunch of diamonds
Can I have some?
from those other guys.
Look, guys, I can't.
The guys who kicked our ass in the arena. They gave us a bunch of diamonds.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not gonna use them on that guy.
Okay.
That guy, like,
Look.
there's literally an entire city of people who are in the line before him.
I agree. That's actually a very good point. Yeah.
In the meantime, while I'm getting this other stuff together, Sean, I need you to roll me a thing for a trinket.
Doing it. 34.
Okay. I didn't tell you what to roll, but it's fine.
I rolled a 34.
It wasn't a. That's fine. I guess it's a 34.
I mean, you can just keep rolling a percentile until it falls within whatever range you're looking for.
Well, 34 is pretty low for art trinkets. I feel like most of them are in the 70s, or if not a full percentile.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
true.
I don't know. do.
You do.
All right, I will get you that in a second. But yeah, one of the villains is definitely dead.
Cool. Well, I guess we'll have to, and I'd make direct eye contact with the ones that aren't dead yet, if they're awake, and I say, well, I guess we'll have to drag his corpse back to the king.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if there are more corpses we have to drag back to the king, that's going to be a bummer for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be.
There's it's kind of a general look of defeat. Obviously, because they were defeated.
They were defeated.
They were.
Crushed it.
So I will say, you guys look around as you're kind of surveying what's going on. And yeah, since you are specifically looking at Eddie, he looks pretty emaciated. But like alive.
I'll pop him a healing word.
And then I'll say that you guys can tell the other people that you have rescued from there. Since you had
7 hit points.
okay. The two, one you recognize very quickly, which would be again a little more gaunt than you last remember seeing them, but that would be Sister Gabriel. The other one is like a super old human dude, but only has one arm.
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
Aw.
There's no robot arm.
not nearby.
Oh.
I mean, maybe
We have one back at the tower, don't we?
We do. We got a second one, didn't we? Oh no,
No.
we regrew. We regrew. On
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say a new arm.
Yes.
And so did Wildfire.
Yes.
Oh, so we can just regrow him an arm. You could just do that.
Oh, yeah. I
Well, I
can
mean,
do
I
it.
can't
I can do it
today.
tomorrow.
Well, I think he can leave.
We can't do shit today.
Okay.
And then as you're surveying the area, Flint, you also recognize the one who had all of the hookups to that blue kind of glowing crystal.
Mm-hmm. Was it Crystal?
Was it
It
Chris?
was crystal. Yes.
Continue.
it was.
Flint is immediately going to run over to Crystal and be like, and just like hug her kind of instinctually, and then kind of remember himself and the relative lack of interaction they've had considering how long they've been together. And he kind of like takes a second and backs off a little bit and is like, are you hurt? Can you walk?
And she's just like, I'm just really tired. Like,
You've had a big day.
is it more than that?
Yeah.
And she just kind of just like, and just kind of like nods off a little bit, but more like physically seems fine.
Okay.
Like not emaciated. Seems like as pristine as one can be, probably due to demigod related magics.
Probably helps.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
In that case, I'm gonna go up to Sister Gabriel. How does she look? Not demigod good.
No, definitely again more gaunt, but still has that kind of elven grace about her. Is still relatively young for an elf.
Right.
But is looks exhausted.
Sure. I don't have a lot that I could give her 5 lay on hands.
I have
I still have a good amount of first level spells.
Yeah.
I have a straw that can
Copy
blow
all
out
those.
10 gallons of water. It's a trinket.
Nice.
True.
So I would like to use that straw to blow out water into all of our water skins and refill them.
Okay.
And then, actually, before I do, I'm gonna do it a little bit in mine and drink it and make sure it doesn't taste like my spit or something gross.
Oh, good, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll say it tastes normal.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So then I'm gonna go up. I feel like water would probably help them at this point. So
Yeah.
I give the 4 of them
Rations. Not rations.
water.
Oh, I give them some good berries.
Okay. Then
That's
everybody
great.
is on board
Yeah.
with good berries for sure.
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
All right, guys. Well, we just took down a giant robot made out of 5 other robots
We did that.
and saved the town. So we need to go check on the king and the ancient dragon.
Oh my god, my staff!
Yeah, we gotta go get your stick and talk to Gus. I know you guys are really tired. There's no rush. You guys want to come with us? You want to relax here in this very morbid battlefield for a while? Like, you guys do you.
Can Ferdinand carry them?
Ferdinand can carry exactly 1 person.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So he can carry 1 of them.
Well, you know, and I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out, but Payne is just unconscious, just out, old, gray hair,
Oh.
like someone who looks about 60 years older than you knew him last.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably like 90s then, right? Like,
You know how old he was when you met him,
no.
but yeah,
I
he's
met her, like,
definitely
Real
70s.
old.
he's definitely
Yeah,
older
so like
for sure.
Yeah.
80s, 90s.
90s, 100s.
no.
We should.
I'm gonna
slow
have
enough.
Ferdinand carry Payne if he's unconscious.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ferdinand's gonna get Payne.
Okay. He's
I think
I'm so sorry. What? Yeah, that was that was a while back.
Wasn't that
I was thinking
Jake, Pat, and Sean?
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, he cut off his
Fucking
he cut off his.
assholes.
Oh no,
Yeah.
because he was poisoned.
Yes, they got the poison. You know what? They did this to him.
Yeah.
And I point to the captives we have.
Yes.
Because they were the ones that gave those assholes the poison,
Yeah,
right?
I
They
think
had
I
the
know.
patch.
I don't know.
That's how we found out the brand.
Yes.
Was from those dead
Yeah.
assholes.
We could. I don't know.
All right, guys. I think we got to make our way back to the castle, to
All
the
right.
city.
Let's.
So let us
Drag
start
these
our
guys.
very reasonable trudge because of our companions.
We trudge our way to the
Yeah.
city.
Yes.
If at any point in time, if there's anything else we can do to help, like regular people, as we're heading
Yeah.
back, I would like to stop and help. And like, if because thousands of people just died,
Sure.
and
Or were routed. They're not necessarily
Yes.
all dead.
Yeah.
They might have disbanded
Yeah,
due to
sure.
fear.
at least 1,000 people died. I feel
Oh, easy.
comfortable saying
Yeah.
at least that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, and I
Um,
mean, but don't forget too that you like the same thing with all of the enemies. They also scattered,
Yes.
so they're about.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I think that we should try and, if we can, I don't know how prophecies work, but if we can, maybe we could stick around for like a week and try and, like, as Theron was saying, try and help rebuild a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be much better at that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Theron, I don't want to be seem insensitive, but I think we should try and hurry back to the king.
Sure. We're
Well-
Because I feel like also he could probably help more than us.
We
not yet.
also
We're
have
also near the
to-
end of our rope here.
Yeah. So
I
think
know.
yeah.
I know.
And your heart's in the right place,
Yeah.
and you're a big, beautiful man, and that's why we love you. Even Bruce. But we got eyes on the prize right now, man. We'll help more people this way.
Yes.
We also
Yeah.
still have to figure out
No,
what's
I-
going
I
on
get
with the
it.
flavor.
Yeah, but
And cause were we fighting outside of the wall?
You were still fighting. No, the wall went down.
No, I know. So is everybody gonna turn into flavor zombies now?
Oh,
Okay.
that,
You know what
that's,
I
that's
mean?
why I'm saying we gotta go back to the
Yeah,
king.
we need to go figure that out.
I got it. I can do that.
So
Otherwise, a whole lot more people are gonna
I was
die.
able to get it
Okay,
over
so
here. You have
thing I
is
did not
34.
think
A small herb pot that can be used to cast prestidigitation on up to 1 pound of food 3 times a day.
Already have it.
Do you? Roll again.
I remember.
D77.
10. I'm unstoppable.
Garlic.
Those aren't even.
Lots of garlic.
No, I don't have that one.
That's what it says.
Cool.
That's the trinket. Yep.
That's a delight.
This is gonna come in handy in Flavortown now that we have the only food that won't turn you into a zombie.
Right?
And Bruce got one, and he got an 11. A lens that reverses the color of things seen through it. Black becomes white, cyan becomes orange, red becomes blue, and so on.
I wonder if that makes him feel fancier when he drinks blood, because it's blue.
He doesn't really drink blood right now, so.
Yeah, but my joke doesn't work unless he does.
I know, I got
Even
it.
wine could be blue if you have red wine.
Yeah.
White wine becomes black wine, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, it's like a weird. It would be like very, very deep, dark purple. Because it kind of most white wine has like a yellowy tinge to it.
Cool.
Either
Roll
which
me
one.
a percentile, G.
Me?
You.
That's not for a trick, this is for something else.
19.
Not quite there, bud.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's not real good.
So you guys, yeah, amidst like the cries for like people are like there are people that you see. It's a brutal scene.
Oh,
There are like disembowels and guts hanging out at people, and they're like, "Oh God, my legs!" Like, off in the distance.
Fred.
But you can also hear like the amidst less organized. Obviously, there is no organization, but you do hear like ravenous, like you see these things scrambling about and like preying on people
Fuck.
and stuff as that's going on.
Okay.
And it's just like, what are you gonna do?
I would like to cast spiritual weapon and just kind of have that kind of defending us.
Sure.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my first level spell slots on quick cure wounds.
Okay.
So
you're
yes,
moving?
we're gonna keep moving, try and save a couple lives and keep us safe with a
Yeah.
spiritual weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
Okay. Celine, roll me.
And I'm
D4.
keeping 1 second level spell slot in case we need to cure wounds the kid.
D4.
Okay.
4.
So. Right, we're gonna say Cat Cora was the one that got killed in the explosion.
You know what? That checks out.
Yeah.
And as you guys are leaving and you're trying to do all this and all this is going on and you're moving everybody along and you're carrying the I assume that you guys are prioritizing like Ferdinand's carrying Pain, and you've got Sister Gabriel and you've got Eddie and you've got Crystal and everybody's pretty tired. Like
Aslan's just dragging the one with broken hands.
yeah, so I don't know how your
Yeah.
plan is to move.
All of the prisoners?
Well, just
Everybody.
so I'm assuming you're or
Can we
Pain's-
say that we had taken like metal plates from the robot and kind of like made like
sled.
like a sled,
Sure.
and just kind of like
Mm.
between me being real strong and willing to just keep going and Aslan and
I
Ferdinand
can
kind of just like we could lay the prisoners down on it and I'll just pull it along and then Sister Gabriel
I can
be
still.
like,
I still have
on
to conjure
Aslan.
animals if we want. To help
I'm just
drive.
trying to just get an idea.
Yeah,
of the scene.
animals. Yeah.
So,
So I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm like, we got like we made a makeshift sled. It's
I
not
feel
the
like-
right word.
Sand sled.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But
Yeah.
like between Bruce and like you were saying, your strength, our little bit of
Wisdom.
cantrip magic,
Sure.
Bruce's tinkering ability, I'm sure we could quickly, and the wreckage of 3 gigantic robots, or
Yes.
5 gigantic robots,
Yes.
probably come up with something.
One gigantic.
That could help us.
Well, it was
Arguably.
5.
Arguably.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, as you guys are walking and doing your best to stop and heal people, you're pretty much focused on pulling because that's pretty much you're out of everything else.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
in between you two popping around and healing people, at one point, and defending off anything that comes through. At one point, one of those zombie things comes running like through your group
Okay.
towards the prisoners,
Ooh.
and Bruce is there to and he's like, "Oh no!" And it cuts into one of your prisoners. He's like, "Oh no!"
Gross.
And then he kills it after that. But he's like, "Oh, I couldn't. You saw I couldn't do anything. Oh
Come
no!"
on.
And then Bobby flayed.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
He was Bobby Flay.
And he was Bobby Flay.
Bob be flayed.
Also, chat points out, and I think it's pretty good. It says, "I just want to point out there are so many origin stories happening right now. at this great battle. All these people that are barely surviving, all of these people hanging out here. So much is
It's
happening.
true.
Yep.
Oh,
There's a whole new wave of heroes. So many anime protagonists.
Yes.
All here happening.
My parents both died defending the city.
I was gonna say next season we're
Now
all
I'm
in Flavortown.
edgy.
Travesty.
The orphan tiefling who made a pact with the Fia. It's all.
Yep.
This is all things that are happening
Yep.
now.
We may have saved the world for now, but we might have doomed it for later.
Yep. So, or
You
just
do
creating
this.
an entire new generation of heroes.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Honestly, we should just come back and open up a hero school here because they're gonna need it.
Yeah. Very new.
Great place to recruit people for the Veilguard.
Ooh.
I love that idea in a way that is if we do it on our own, because those Veilguard guys are kind of mean. And after this, if we don't keep hanging out with them, that's okay, right? Am I the only one who's saying that?
No,
All
but
right.
it could be
Well, I'm from
that
the-
we are the sweet to their spicy.
We are definitely sweeter than they are.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And then
true.
this is like, or the young to their yuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're pretty yucky.
They are!
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, so you guys managed to continue with no issues
Okay.
for the next, whatever, the hour and a half,
Yeah.
2 hour drag back.
Right.
And that was the only encounter of note.
Oh, Bruce.
He's really, you know how some people get like, sometimes people get hangry. Sometimes people get upset when they don't get enough sleep.
He's mad because he didn't get to kill
He-
enough of these guys.
He didn't get
Yeah,
enough
Bruce is
violence.
just not happy.
Yeah.
He hadn't really been hurt or damaged or beat up for centuries. Then he died, then he came back and he was a great power, and then he was not. And then everything was okay.
Right.
And then he just got his ass beat over and over again, and you guys managed to win, but it sucks. So he's just like, oh, no.
Oof, we shouldn't tell him that. That's usually how we win.
Yeah.
We get our asses kicked and
Die a
just
couple times.
hopefully outlast at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should bring that up later when we have our next team meeting. He seems real upset.
No, I think he's got it now. He's just got to ease into it.
Okay.
That's what the whole
Ooh, I like
Filmmaker
this.
We should
thing's
find
about.
him in something.
The lady who lost her arm and leg and has a half mech suit body, or the cult of Iron Chefs, and you got all the people that were
Ooh.
on, that as history distorts it, that are on the other side.
Interesting.
They were liberators.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay. So anyway, you guys eventually make your way back into the city, and you can see that there is still, like,
Fighting and stuff
they're
going
still
on.
fighting in the city. There are people in the city that are like, that you kept in there that are defending.
Sure.
And you can see there are the errant, like, zombie thing making its way through. You also see, like, people are, like, in tight ranks with, like, shields and spears and, like,
Okay.
trying to push back.
Oh, yeah.
But then you'll see, like, one of those people all of a sudden will just start, like, change into it and then
Oh,
start
no.
murdering the people.
Oh,
and
no.
oh, God!
Oh.
It all starts falling
We need to
apart.
go faster.
So you guys will, I'll say, with haste, as much as you can muster, bring yourselves into, I guess, the palace is where you're going to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Flint's thought process is hopefully because he's not focusing on the big shield, the king might be able to actually talk to us.
And let us know what's going on.
And if that doesn't work, we'll bring him down to the fucking dragon.
Yeah.
These guys did it.
Oh, I think you meant the king. We bring the king down to the dragon.
Oh, no. I don't. He's heavier.
Is he? You're not doing this part of the job anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking out for you, bud.
Okay. All right.
We're a team.
We are.
Not as young and spry as you once were.
No.
I'm actually the same amount of young and spry. This is just
God.
start.
You guys, seriously, just keep up what you've got going in chat. This is amazing. This is so many good things in here.
Remember, because I got brought back from like right after I died.
That sucks. I miss out on the TPK. I look for you guys all these years, and I'm the only one who ages.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean, you're an elf, so like,
How
barely.
old are you now?
Yeah, but like now my knee kind of aches sometimes, and I don't like it.
You know, that is rough. We only died, and you have an achy knee.
I was insane
really,
for
really,
50
really
years,
puts
sir,
it in
all right?
perspective.
That's not as fun as hanging out with my deity. So
You know what? That's a great point. I had a good death. It was pretty baller.
Sorry about it.
Yeah. It happened.
So yeah, the king.
So the king.
So you guys make your way in, and the guards are there, and they kind of see you, and they kind of let you guys in with this crazy, and they're like very much like shut the doors behind you.
Sure, yeah.
You can see there's boards up on all of the different
Cool.
stained glass windows and stuff, but you can see there's like, you hear the occasional like trying to come through, and like the hands will come through and they'll hack off the hand,
Nice.
stomp
Good.
out the fingers, and
Good.
but the hands actually when they get severed they don't fall around. The
good.
hands they do it anyway,
Yeah, just in
but,
case.
but the hands just
Better safe than sorry.
it's just a dead limb when it's
Okay. Okay.
Since I'm out of actual helpful things I can do, I am saying encouraging words as we go to the guy. Be like, "Ooh, good move." Boards on the windows, guys. Using your noggins, that's how we're gonna win this thing.
Yeah, so you guys make your way up to the king, and he's still kind of like, still looks a little out of it. Looks less out of it, like there's less of a hunchedness to his countenance. He's a little more, upright. I guess like
Alert.
I would say the
Focus.
shoulders are still kind of hunched, but he's not like
He's got a little more poise.
he's a little more
Lift.
more lifted, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, little scoliosis going on. So yeah, you guys enter in, and the kind of attendant who was there, she's still present, and she's just like looks at all of you, looks at like the old man that's being carried, the weird dragging looking person, the 2 dead bodies, and the other 3 people on a sled being dragged in by a lion with wings, and she's just like, whoa.
Yeah, we get that a lot actually.
Yeah.
Is the king awake?
Well, he's here. I mean, there's like
You alert?
there's
No life?
there's movement.
Yoo-hoo. Can you speak?
Anybody who's had flavor is at risk of turning into one of those things.
And she's like, oh, that's not good.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
real
that
bad.
seems like pretty much everybody. The king was protecting everyone with his magic.
Oh.
That's the word. And so
Crack
we
one of the
gotta-
dead guy's head. You know this guy? What'd he do? How do we fix this?
And she's just like, I don't know who that is. She's like, remember, she's like
I'm asking
25.
the king.
Oh, okay.
So I think either we need to get the king someplace away from everybody else where he'll be safe, or
Has he had
Something.
flavor? Won't he turn into a zombie
I don't
too?
know. He's pretty strong magic.
I'm gonna take out my alchemy jug that I forgot I have.
Sure.
And it says I can make 2 gallons of vinegar. Can I pick what kind of vinegar?
Is it apple cider vinegar?
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna I want to pour him a little shot of apple cider vinegar. It's a very nice restorative. I'm gonna take some of my magical prestidigitation herbs, sprinkle those on so it gives a little kick. And then from my alchemy jar, I'm gonna put a little dash of honey, mix that up, and slide that over the king. Be like, "This will put some air in your chest, bud."
I mean, he'll take it, and he's like,
You drink it.
and he'll drink it slowly. He doesn't shoot it though. He's very
It's fair, man.
just like,
Shaky.
yeah, it's a little very
That's a
slow.
little strong.
It's a natural restorative.
Okay, good.
And then I stare at him and see if it works.
No, it doesn't miraculously fix him.
Shit.
Your holistic medicine and
I tried.
it's magic.
You did your best.
I do appreciate the attempt at holistic medicine, given everything that's happening. Maybe that was the trick.
Who knows?
Right.
You don't know
What's
unless
to
you try.
That's true.
I could also do beer or wine if you guys think that would work better. Or mayonnaise?
I don't think mayonnaise is gonna help.
Alright. Well, I did my best. Alright.
Like it's again, like I said, he seems better
Right.
than he was,
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk?
and he's just like, and no words come out. Like there's
Can anybody?
Point our fingers at
No,
him?
like mind speak.
Mind
You've
speak.
never met anybody that could do that in this group, I don't think.
Do I know telepathy? I'm gonna go out there and say I do not. Oh, I have message.
Yeah, but you still have to speak the message.
Yeah, I'll do
You
it.
speak
Yeah,
it,
but
but
he
he
can
still has
answer.
to.
Does he have to whisper it back? No.
Something that I feel like
If you
it's
whisper, then it's easier.
So yeah, as you guys are sitting there, I'm gonna say at this point, like everybody's kind of like the prisoners aren't really struggling because they're pretty beat up and they have broken hands, and the attendant's like, what happened to their hands?
Oh, we smashed them. They did this.
Yeah,
They
they're
were
the
the
bad guys
pilots of
here.
They did all of
mechanical thingies.
And she's like, oh my god.
We pulled them out of there,
And then
it blew
Bruce
up.
is just like, well, we could, if you need, just get rid of them.
Yeah, Bruce, we already voted.
We need to figure out what they did to the dragon so we
Can
can
we-
save the king.
Are they awake?
Oh!
Can we ask them about?
Yeah, let's
This?
ask them about this. Is that what we should do, guys?
I feel like we should ask them about this.
Right, they did this.
Why?
They
I
might be
think
able
so.
to fix
Hey!
it. Oh, no, I got it. Give me 5 minutes. I run to the closest food on the floor that I can find. Oh, no, I run to the kitchen. I get some flavor. I put it in a cup. And then I come back in the room and I feed it to all of the prisoners.
All 3 of them.
All 3 of them.
Ah.
And I say, cool. So, we don't know what you did to the flavor, but it's turning people into massive zombies and you're coming next.
Oh, man.
I
start a short rest.
Unless you tell us how to fix it. It seems like we're going to put you outside. And Bruce, do you want to fill in the rest of the colorful language?
And he's like, oh no, but it's going to be bad. And then we'll probably kill you. I would like to do that now, but they're making it.
See? Look how great we're being.
Yeah.
We're being super reasonable.
So, how do we fix this?
Well, I mean, I will say that I did say before this they were all pretty much knocked out and unconscious with broken hands.
Yes.
But now they have flavor in them.
Yeah.
Lay on hands. One.
Okay, I was going to say, now they're awake.
Mm-hmm.
Now you retell them the story.
All right.
Over
That was dress rehearsal. Ready?
That was
It's time
great.
for real.
This
All
was
right.
real
All right.
good.
Ready? Go, Theron.
Boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
One.
They're
awake.
Yep. So you give them all the.
We intimidate them a wee bit.
You give them that whole speech about it. And yeah, the 3 of them that are remaining, Michael Simon, Chef Morimoto, and Mario Batali, are all still there.
I'm disappointed in Michael Simon. If we're being honest here.
Right?
Very disappointed.
Yeah, Michael Simon and Chef Morimoto are just like stone-faced, no...
Of course they are.
Nothing. And Mario Batali is just like, I mean... And he like looks at them and they're like looking at him and he's just like...
Don't look at them. Look at us.
Yeah.
Look
And
at
he's
us.
just
Don't
like,
look at them.
it's like, it's not going to work on us. I'll tell you that. We've had this for a long time. It's not going to work on us.
The flavor?
Oh yeah, we tried. Remember, I don't know how much you know. And they're just like
I know
trying to
very
like get him to shut up and he's like, what?
All I know is you guys brought a big old army of dead
Yeah.
monster guys.
And
tried to
giant
attack a
things and killed
city.
so many innocent people. What kind of people do that?
Are you guys trying to guilt trip them?
No. He said, I don't know how much you know. And I said, not much. I have very little sympathy for you.
And he says, but anyway, no, it's not going to turn us. That's not.
Why not?
He says we were there when it started. We made it happen. He said we all tried it,
Okay.
and
So
nothing's happened since.
What is it?
And he's just like, well, it's a sort of. He says, well, it's the flavor, but not good, like a bad flavor, like that's. So listen, I'm not the brains of this,
I mean,
really.
this has been going on for over
Just the
60
whole city.
years.
No.
And you gave me bad flavor?
Bad flavor.
And he's like, listen, I'm pretty dumb.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So he's like, I was just there. I'm not a great chef. I wanted the flavor. I wanted to make things taste better so people will come to my restaurant.
Cool.
We went through everything way too quickly. At least, well, according to what they said. Rations, whatever.
Cool.
And then we tried to make our own. And it didn't work. And
How did?
What'd you do with your own?
Yeah.
after you made
so, long story short, what he'll explain to all of you is that they came and beseeched everybody for more.
it? They got shut down.
They got shut down. There was a rule set in place. It's a ration thing. We've established this. Everybody agreed to it. That's where we're going. They said, yeah, but we ran out. We want more. So when they weren't given that, they snuck in under cover of darkness with arcano-mechanical tech and things and magics, in an attempt to accelerate the process, went down and kind of hooked all this stuff up to the dragon.
Oh no.
And subdued the dragon, had to force it to make more, basically. Essentially, like a cancer,
Right.
to just have it replicate cells faster and faster and faster so that they could have more to harvest.
I should just cast plant growth on it.
Well, you know, we've
Doubles the yield.
Yeah, well, we've established that it's not technically a
Oh,
plant.
yeah. That's fair.
This is all,
That was Jake, no.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so they basically gave the dragon cancer, for lack of a better term, in an attempt to have it over-synthesize cells.
Right.
So they could make more flavor, so they'd have more to harvest.
It turned out that was a bad idea.
Turns out that was a bad idea. It led to it kind of poisoned the flavor, period. All of it. Unless somebody had some of the original stuff, but everybody blew through that already. If you had like pure time before flavor, that was still good. But any of the new stuff that's been synthesized since then,
which is for a long time now.
Most of history, really, at this point. And upon consumption, will sort of force... again, it's not 100% of the folks, but a large majority of them will sort of devolve into these ravenous, constantly hungry beings. And then again, you guys kind of know the rest of the story, is that once this started, you know, the day after it happened and all of this, you know, guy cast the spell, pushed all of the bad ones out, kept, you know, the ones that had already changed, and then kept everybody inside in sort of a permanent stasis. So generation upon generation have come here, and nobody, it's just a part of they fled because, you know,
they had to,
and they fucked up, and they're like, but you know, they're like, well, just,
they still want the flavor though.
Yeah, they still want it. They want, and they know he got some sort of magic that can stop it, and they want that.
Okay, so we just gotta find a way to reproduce the king's magic really, really quick.
You mean the 10th level spell he used that was so powerful that Mistra said, you know what, that kind of magic's too powerful. That kind of magic?
I wasn't part of that conversation, but yeah.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
Yeah.
Remember when I wasn't here?
No.
That when you got caught.
That was right before you
That
guys
was when you
came
got caught
and got into the
in
fight.
tunnels.
That was like 2 hours
And
ago.
then as
I
soon
don't
as
remember
we
that.
came out, we
It's
were
been a
fighting
while.
the battle.
Yeah.
So
No,
it got in this. We
Sorry,
missed
sorry.
it.
We did not
Yeah,
have
no.
a huge chance to talk
Yeah,
about
No,
it.
yeah, there's a dragon.
It's too
on
much
the
magic.
ground.
It's
Yeah. Can you
Mistra-
ask
you can't-
Mistra
not
to
right now,
help?
not
we
to-
have
Us
done
now?
all of the... I would have
Excuse
done
me,
that
man.
earlier.
Do you have any way of, like, magically speeding up a rest so that we can restore ourselves? We ran into a place called Zoopville. They had these great potions that would, like, totally reinvigorate you. Real
So
fast.
you're asking the attendant if she
Yeah.
has anything like this.
Do
I
you
see.
have anything like that in your pursuits to heal the king?
Well, I mean, if they had this kind of stuff, they would have used it. But let me see.
But it might have just not been enough. I
Yeah,
mean, if it's a
that's
10th level spell.
Let's see. And she will say, the closest thing we have are these. She'll walk away. She'll come back and she'll bring out, and she'll have only a D4.
Two.
She has 2 potions.
Okay.
They are a blue potion. She says, the best I have are these. And she says, we had these imported a while back. Haven't tried them, and you know, they haven't worked, so we just gave up on it. But they are, for lack of a better term, like mana potions that restore spell slots.
Oh. Hi,
So-
guys. Would you mind if these guys had them?
And she's like, sure.
Sure. You're
So
great.
this will restore, forget the exact terminology that I came up with these, so I'm just going to make it up on the spot, up to 5th level spell slot.
Cool.
So 1st to 5th, you pick which one you want. And there's 2 of them. I had a thing beyond it, but I don't.
That's fair.
Imported from the City of Charms, because that was the thing that we had established that they had.
Yeah, I don't know if anything lower than a 5th level spell is gonna help at this point.
Sending or a thing to Mistra. Mistra, hey.
Commune?
Yes.
I can do that anyway. It's a ritual.
Shit.
Oh, now we have these, so like I pocket that health potion.
Oh,
That
no.
So that's fun. I'll see if I can do it. Yeah, and then
I'm
as
gonna-
a ritual,
I will say I'll pocket it and then use it if I need it.
You guys suck.
What?
We suck.
I love you both.
You asked for a thing.
I
that
could listen. If I get a
Have
5th level
now.
spell, it only like
That's
I
what
could
my
get a
help
greater
for.
restoration or mass cure wounds. But like we already tried those on the king and it didn't work.
Might be good for everybody else around here, though.
That's true.
Cure wounds. But, I mean, we could just wait and try tomorrow if we last that long as a group.
I can heal up to 6 creatures if I drink it. So, is it worth it to use it now? In that respect, do we think?
I don't think so at this point. Unless there's like 6 dying people in this room, then like sure. But if not,
So
I feel like there could be more of a
here's-
benefit elsewhere.
Here's what I'll
Yeah.
say. We'll give it a Hail Mary here. If you drink both of them,
Okay.
I will let you get 1 shot at Mistra.
I like that.
Sure. Flint goes, I have a great feeling about this. And he drinks both potions, and then
Oh, Mistra.
oh, Mistra.
Oh, Mistra.
Mighty Mistra. Am I asking to restore the dome or to restore the king?
You ask Mistra what you want Mistra to do.
I would love it, please, if you could restore the strength, virility, and intelligence to this here king. And if only I was level 23. Alas, it did not work this time.
Okay. Maybe
You
she.
hate to see it.
Yeah. So you do that. It doesn't work. And then yeah, I'll say, as this is kind of going on, I'll say that like Eddie perks up slightly. He's like, "Wow, this is crazy. What?
What's up, Eddie?
What?
Ooh,
What's
Eddie?
happening?"
A lot of bad things.
Eddie, we have a dragon that when you meet, you're gonna flip your luge.
He's like, "I'm okay."
Yeah, he's just right.
What's
Do you guys
up,
want to go
Luge?
talk to the dragon right
Yeah.
now? Because like we're not getting anywhere here.
Yeah, Eddie,
Okay.
you're gonna love her. Him? I don't remember.
I thought you were talking
Him,
about
Gus.
Ferdinand.
No,
He did Ferdinand,
Gus.
didn't he?
Yeah, he knows Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so big now.
No, you didn't meet the cool leaf dragon.
Oh.
That's where the
Okay.
flavor comes
Yeah.
Oh.
from. It's scales,
Okay.
crushed up into
Oh.
powder.
Okay.
Yeah, it turns out you were right the whole time, and I don't say that enough, Theron.
Yeah.
You were right.
It
You were
doesn't
right.
Okay.
You were
Okay.
right.
And
Cool.
then there's just like
Gold star.
and I'll
Okay.
say I'll say at this point
Thanks.
after a little bit of walking around, and like
Thank you.
they took an hour, so not a full short rest, but I'll give it like a half short rest.
Woohoo.
So like Payne is still like unconscious because he's like
Ancient.
80.
Yeah.
And just the worst feeling right now. I'll say that I'll say that Crystal and Sister Gabriel have they're like awake
Right. Recovered enough.
to have conversation at the very least.
All right, cool. Yeah, why don't we
Okay.
leave all of the prisoners except for that chubby ginger guy, and we'll take him down to the dragon with us.
The dumb one?
Because the one
The
who
one
spoke.
talking to us.
Yeah, the first one who spoke is gonna be the one that gets to meet the dragon and maybe get out of here.
Cool.
That's I have no plans.
And-
so
and Bruce is just like, I could totally stay with
Bruce,
these.
no.
You're gonna want to meet this dragon. It's a one of a kind dragon.
Honestly, if somebody's gonna stay here with these people, it should not be you. You're,
It's
you're
like-
my last
If anybody
choice.
But
would be
count the
there, but we
points.
can't leave there behind.
It could be me.
No.
Bruce, when it's you,
That's
It's
some
you.
logic right there.
Yeah,
I know.
but it isn't.
not yet. No, you want
But
to meet
it
this
could
cool
be.
dragon.
Why don't
See,
we take them?
it's fun.
Hey, excuse me again, ma'am. Do you guys have a jail? Like
And she's just
cells?
like, yeah, we can. Yeah, we do.
Or like a box
Oh.
we could just like lock them in. Or
Not just to
something?
buy. They need to breathe.
I don't know. Well, they
And
can
Bruce
put
is
some
like,
holes in it.
or you know,
They do.
Oh,
I'm gonna
do
take-
they?
No,
I'm gonna take
this
Bruce.
is my special breathing box. You put
Yeah.
it in box, you seal airtight, and they breathe very well through the whole thing.
Yeah. I would take Bruce. We can't kill these guys.
We
Yet.
need their brains, not
For now.
out of their heads.
It's not our spot. It's not our right. It's not our
You know what? I mean,
place to kill these guys.
You're-
They are our prisoners.
and Bruce,
it's fine. It's fine. We'll go with the dragon.
and Bruce, I really, I don't want to be that guy, but of all of us, you have the least reason to want to kill these guys.
That's true.
Like,
It's true.
So if any of us are gonna kill them, like,
I just feel like it seems like it's a
We are-
moral
it's-
issue for the rest of you. I
We
know
have taken
problem.
these. I know. I understand that. I have
And
a
you're
huge moral issue with killing prisoners.
It's not the time.
It's fine. Let's go meet the dragon.
that is why you're in value
Okay.
to the.
They go to jail. We go meet the dragon.
Yes.
Fine.
Right now.
With this one.
That is why we need you in the Love Vultures.
Right.
Because
Yes,
one
with
day
this
we're
guy.
gonna have to execute prisoners, and Thyra's not gonna be able to do it.
No, it's true.
And that is the day
You're-
where we say
oh.
we're gonna go look over there.
You're
you
the
watch
tough
the
love
prisoners.
vulture.
With every group of vultures needs the tough love
We need
vulture.
the tough love vulture.
Incredible violence.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. So yeah, you guys will take. You'll take. I guess Eddie and Crystal and Sister Gabriel down to go meet the dragon
Oh, and Ferdinand.
And
That's
Ferdinand.
Dragon.
and Mario Batali.
Yes.
Not
Sure.
Aslan, though.
No, sure, that's fine.
As I'm hanging up.
So
He's watching the
I-
prisoners.
Yeah, that's a
it
good
takes
idea.
a while to walk there. So is there anything that you guys want to do or say as you're making your trek?
Yes.
I
I'm
assume that you're all in some way supporting
You're-
all of the people
Yeah.
that don't
Yes,
walk.
I try my best to catch up with Crystal, see what happened with her after she left, and I'll tell her about being dead and all the new fun stuff that we've talked. And they say I'm not much of a dwarf, but fuck them.
Yeah, how many people have made a demigod dwarf?
That's the other thing is I like to keep that on the inside
Mhm.
because while Rick are all like dwarf, no,
Right.
dwarf, I like raise your hand if you've been with the dwarven goddess of fertility. Boom,
I met her that one time.
she was nice,
I
right?
was not there for either of that.
No, that was before.
I just heard about it.
Yeah,
Quite the dalliance.
it was a wonderful tryst I had.
I don't know what those mean. I am going to just like be apologizing left and right to Sister Gabriel just about dying. You know,
Well,
like,
they, not intentionally to make you feel bad, will
Sure.
tell you that they were captured because they were trying to come find you guys.
Oh, we were
Wow.
dead. We were
That
dead on
actually-
an island after a flood.
Yeah, so they said that no one
I
had
was
heard,
insane
no one
in
had heard from
Different
any of you
dimension.
Yes.
Treasure
for a
trove.
while. They just assumed that you were gone because you
Yeah.
left before everybody was in
Yeah,
relative
you were back
contact.
there.
Yeah, because something was happening there.
Well, everything.
And then I went insane. Well, and then I came back here to try to find you guys. And then I went insane.
So the long and short of it is that they had pretty much all of them had, in some form or another, had been in contact with you both or with
Oh.
your group
Okay. Yeah.
after she had left.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
weren't trying to find Clyde.
Yeah.
They were just
Clyde
trying
was
to find
already
you.
gone.
Yeah.
And then they found out that everybody stopped answering and nothing got fixed. People were still going to Flavortown and not leaving. So they're like, well, they either failed or they're lost. So they were going to a
Fix
group of
it.
people. Those four decided they were going to go try to pick up where you guys left off and go travel and find all the stuff. And then maybe find you. And if not find you, fix what you guys could.
Okay.
And they'll tell you that they went to the City of Charms and they entered a cake decorating contest and they lost.
Yeah, that checks out.
But they tried for the 50th or the start of the show of 50 Shades of Drizzt being adapted to theater as opposed to just a book.
You are kidding. They let that smut on stage?
Yeah, it's super popular.
Cool.
Times are changing.
Yeah, I bet you this is going to be a long running play.
Mm.
Like
Hundreds of years.
hundreds of years long.
I think you're vastly overestimating
I
the
can't-
popularity of this play.
There's no
I
way it'll
can't
stick out
even
that much.
read, so that's my only way of figuring.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, then we'll go see it.
I don't know. Do I
Oh,
want to? Do I want
yeah.
to go see it?
And they're like, it's got pretty rave. The cakes were great.
No, but the play.
It's pretty good. You really, I mean,
But would I like it?
no, I don't know.
Definitely.
No.
No, you're just like,
See,
just like fucking ask Sister Gabriel if she wants to go see the show with you, bud.
Wait, what Blackfire?
Who?
Never mind.
so, and then they're just basically like, it loses something, which I imagine at this point is not the original cast.
Right. Yeah.
So that, if you could see it with the original cast, that's always the way to see it.
Yeah.
Fair.
They're a little old.
If we ever do a time heist, maybe we'll
I
spend
mean,
some time.
yeah.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Time ice.
So yeah, they'll walk through and they'll tell you that they had been on a boat and they had been attacked by a dragon on a boat. It was very exciting.
That is exciting.
And then Eddie was very excited about that. And then they went to the City of Charms. They were leaving the City of Charms to head back to the mainland, and they had gotten back and they were gonna try to. They weren't really. They knew Flavortown was the ultimate goal, but what other things could they figure out beforehand before they were eventually waylaid and captured by one of those mechanical constructs? And then it's just bits and flashes, images here and there, but basically they'll tell you that they were captured, and then they used the variety of the different abilities and powers from all of them to try and power the ultimate combined machine to try and bring down. They realized that there was dragon magic on a level of which they hadn't seen, and demigod magic.
Sure, yeah.
And that guy had a cool arm.
They took his arm and used it.
Yeah, they actually, that was a big part of the interlock mechanism. To,
Just that alone. It was literally his arm was holding the whole thing together.
Well, they said it apparently, mechanics and spite goes a long way. So they use that to come up with the concept of the interlocking and the connections. And and they said probably more important than all of those things being really good was luck. So they sent a lot of that out of Sister Gabriel.
Yep.
So all of that combined, they all had different aspects of them pulled out and used to power this, and they'll explain that Crystal's charming magic was used to control all of the monsters so that they wouldn't have to worry about any of that being an issue, all that kind of stuff. So, it took tolls on some more than others. Payne's just a dude. And that's kind of, this is all discussed as you guys are making your way down.
Down, deep.
And they're just like, generally, but it's good that you're not dead. Well, it sounds like you did die.
We did
Now you're
die.
back.
Yeah, we
did.
got killed by
We were
dozens
real
of
dead.
snakes
Yeah.
on a
And they're like-
giant island.
And Crystal is just like, snakes? Dead? Snakes?
Yep.
Alright.
Yep. There's something to be said about the company you keep, and while crushed it with Theron, and then remember that time that we found that stone lady in the woods? It was Ace, but remember that time? Crushed it, and then the rest of the times it was bad, and it ended badly, and that's how I died.
Yeah.
That's the
All
whole
right.
story. But we
Cool.
Roland was the worst, though.
Roland was
he
the worst.
was the worst, but we killed him. No, we didn't kill him. You killed him.
I killed him.
Because he's a Ferdinand.
He took
He
forever.
took
I would have killed him if I was there.
I don't like this whole killing thing we've been taking on pretty heavily.
Being locked in a place for 50 years does some things.
Yeah,
to a
man.
person.
I mean, all these people killed a lot of people,
I know.
and a lot of people
Out of
who
necessity.
hurt
I just don't
us.
like the language of like, oh, we're just angry now. I think
Yeah.
it's because
I'm angry. I'm bitter. I have a lot of feelings.
You could just say unlive.
I hug Eddie. I hug him. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, don't eat the flavor here, by the way. It's turned you into a zombie.
He's like, crazy.
It's crazy.
Great.
It is.
It's wild.
So yeah, you guys will eventually continue your way down. And they'll tell you, the long and short of it is, for the most part, they didn't have access to any of their abilities or anything while they were trapped inside. The machine did a pretty good job of shutting stuff down so that you can really tap into any of the different stuff they had.
Can you just ask Timora to fix this?
And she's just like, I mean, I could try.
What I've noticed is that when you rely on the gods to fix things, they don't show up. It's
I
just...
said ask.
Yeah, but I just want you to get your hopes up, bud.
I do.
Because every time where I'm like, I need this to happen, like the time
Honestly,
we died.
if you were going to ask
it
something,
didn't.
I'd be like, oh, could you just bring all the regular people back to life who died today?
No, it doesn't work.
Ah.
And she's just like, sure, I'll try, and I'll make a roll. Now, you got to roll under your level. It's not a high or low thing. It's
Nope.
a roll under your level.
Under your level.
So, she's just like, I don't know. What do you got? 89.
Ah.
She's just like, nope, not today.
That's
She's like, I don't even know if I was trying to use, so it's not been restored.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Everything will be better tomorrow.
Yes.
8 hours fixes it.
I was about to say that. You get a good night, you get 8 hours, everything's fine.
And she's like, as they're walking, she's just like, I heard that 15 minutes of consistent laughter has the same benefits as 2 hours of sleep.
Really?
I don't think it's true, but that's what I heard. She's like, I don't know, I'm an elf, I only sleep for 4 hours, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
That checks out.
So you only need 7...
I only need 4.
4
Yeah, elves.
minutes of laughter?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're saying,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Just 4 hours of sleep is good. Or 4 hours of meditation. Anyway, let's go. And you guys eventually make your way to the chamber. Door sign and blah, blah, blah. You guys see symbols, making different things to different people, but
That one's Ilmater.
you see the Ilmater symbol, she sees the Timora symbol, Eddie sees the Bahamut symbol, you see again the Mistra symbol, so Sharonlar symbol. It's just high level.
Yeah, I get it.
The minutiae.
Not everyone's invited to the party.
Yeah. So eventually you guys make your way in and you wind around and you can see it's becoming more and more, plants and vines amidst the stone as you make your way through.
This is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Dragon.
you eventually make your way and you see kind of the area that you guys are familiar with where you see Gustasys, the plant dragon that's kind of formed around to protect
Hi
the
again.
tree of life.
Gus, we brought friends!
And then Eddie is just like, he passes out. He faints.
Oh, no.
Oh, Eddie,
Can I catch him?
Eddie.
You catch him, but he's overwhelmed
Lay
by
down. He'll come to you in a
this,
minute.
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, okay.
He really likes dragons. You're kind of a big deal.
And there's like a strained laugh, and then everything shakes.
Oh, I go get my stick and make it not a tree and have my staff again.
You have your staff again.
While she does that, I'll be like, oh, great, Gus. This is my best friend, Theron.
Hello.
This is my daughter, Crystal. This is Eddie. He's on the floor. This is Sister Gabriel. And this is one of the assholes who poisoned you. And then I explain what he says to us about the whole cancer thing. Blah, 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 blah. We got more prisoners upstairs. Now, with his stupid idiot brain and your great big dragon brain, I figured maybe we could all pool our resources and help you and the king. What do you guys think?
And he's just like,
Yeah.
I think so.
I
Sounds
think that sounds like a good idea, but
First, we need a coffee break.
this is a lot to take in. I think I need a break.
Clyde pulls out her coffee pot and pours everybody in.
So yeah,
Good.
we will be right back, folks. We're gonna take a break. I just want to point out a couple other
Everyone will sit
things
down.
that were brought up in the chat before we go on break. A lot of people said Bruce is their spirit animal when it comes
Oh.
to D&D.
No.
Oh no!
Bunch of murder hobos out there.
We had the Cult of the Iron Chef. We had a single bloody spatula begins to whisper to a boy as his family begins to turn.
Oh no! Oh
A
no!
monster gains sentience, finds a magic child or something. Spin-off wholesome kid and monster adventure series.
Oh, I like that one.
I
That
like-
one's fun.
Back to the previous one, Hexblade Spatula.
An old guard
Poor
missing an
Star
eye
Wars.
sits in a bar he opened, telling stories that no one believes about the great battle he was once a part of.
Yep.
The blood of fallen mixes with the flavor. The prophecy juice epidemic begins.
Oh no! That sounds
It
like
mixes with the blood of
That's
the
my
plant
favorite
dragon,
so far.
creating an all-new creature that terrorizes the land. The demon goop returns. Drinking demon tree goop counteracts flavor is a suggestion. It makes an anti-flavor, preventing the entire town from having any flavor in their food at all.
Okay.
And then it was, you know, pretty much.
It's a bad flavor that's making everybody zombies, right?
It's
so, like-
tainted flavor.
Yeah, it's bad.
So can we get like big brushes and like minty paste and just scrub it the city down? Gets rid of the bad flavor.
The dragon has been altered at a
It's
genetic
really-
level.
All right,
No,
we'll be
Let's
back,
get some
Internet.
peppermint oil and see how it works.
Hi, Internet. We're back.
Hi, Internet. No hypotheticals.
Should be your new band name.
No hypotheticals?
No,
That's a
that's a
great
cool
band.
band.
You're
That's a
welcome.
good band.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
I mean,
it.
it was yours, so you can have it. But
That's our team name for season 2.
No hypotheticals.
So we're all taking a break with
All
Gus,
friends.
right?
yes,
Yep.
we're taking a break with this.
Then in that case, I'm going to pull out my alchemy jug,
Okay.
and I can get
More apple cider vinegar.
I this time I'm gonna go for some wine. I can get 2 gallons of wine.
Ooh,
I'm
that's
going
tipsy.
to pour as many little cups of wine as I can for everyone except for Mara Vitali. And then I will try and get some kind of large receptacle for the remaining gallon for Gus.
Okay. Sure. We'll say
Here you go, bud.
We'll say you're able to make that work.
So guys, I would like to make a toast real quick before we get into the serious stuff. This is to the fallen, to all the people that we couldn't save, all the people that we're going to save in the future, and for all of you guys for ending it here with me. Cheers. Oh shit, I forgot to say I got a great feeling about this. Well, I got a great feeling about this. Okay.
So, I think for this, let's make some checks. So, what's everyone's plan? I don't know. What are you attempting? So, you've got a bunch of different minds of a variety of different arcane and divine magics.
Right.
And you have someone you can interrogate, possibly try to get some information out of. You have a dragon there. So I think the ultimate goal, yes, Celine.
Okay, I have a question. So, what was the thing that had been touched by like all the gods' magics? It was the dragon
was
itself?
formed by all the gods' magic, yes.
By all the gods' magics.
Correct.
And then something they
They
tainted
tainted
it
it.
to
They
try to
gave
grow
it
more things.
cancer.
They gave it cancer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, flavor cancer.
How many different symbols for the gods were there?
A bunch. I can get you all of them if you want to know.
Because I was like, what if we get a magic wielder for each one, and then have everybody cast a thing on this dragon at once?
It's not a bad idea. I feel like there's a lot.
Yeah. Why don't we?
I don't know, because like we have a bunch of people here that fit a lot of
This is good, but there's
So-
also we would need a bunch more.
There is a bunch that you don't have.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Helm
Alright.
and Torn.
Because I was like, if we all
Ryan.
blasted with a bunch of like,
Lathander, Gaunt,
I don't know, radiant
Shantae.
energy, or basically
Fucking-
give it magic.
Fucking wave would have knocked out 3 of them.
Yeah, it's true. He would
Asshole.
have.
Asshole.
Right?
He would have. Well, the Ilmater was covered.
But
by
like with all of our
2
healing
actually.
powers, can we like sun or
Are you trying to
radiant?
Captain Planet this right now?
No,
Is that the
basically,
plan?
can
Yes.
we give it magic chemo?
I think Ted was asking how we're trying to give it magic.
Well, that's why I was sure. Like, I don't know
What
if
if-
that was an idea for everybody to magic it. at
Gus,
once,
what was
if that
last
That's
year
cool.
you were out in the sun? Real daylight.
And like,
Never. Really.
Never
you want to come
really.
outside?
I mean, he's
that-
pretty big,
Can you?
and you don't feel like
He's gonna fit.
He would-
Oh, he's trapped in here.
probably destabilize the city. If he
Okay.
left.
Okay. Oh.
If
All right.
he was
Okay.
his purpose.
He's too big.
So
Yeah.
he is
Can we
made
teleport?
from
the tree.
the tree,
To protect the tree.
and is
huge.
short. Basically, I'm gonna say like,
It's the size of the city.
for lack of the better term, like umbilical to the tree. But the tree, so he's plenty of. Again, you can separate the traditional plant mechanics from the dragon. He doesn't need to photosynthesize. He's good.
I just thought something
I know.
would be a good thing.
I would like to
for
say
it.
something. I've had this idea since before your last hand was up.
Sure, Sean. Please continue.
To answer your question, I would like to one talk to Mara Batali to try and figure out what they did.
Yep.
and Flint has a random feeling that since they tried to make this thing create more, that it might have the magic might have something in common with the regenerate spell. Like it might have been a regenerate spell that went like there might be some commonalities in that magic.
Sure.
So Flint is going to try and make talking to Marabatali, ask about like the process that it went through, and with Gus as just like an extra pair of ears, I want to try and use my arcane knowledge to figure out if I can figure out what they did, so I can maybe figure out how to undo it.
Okay, that's what you got.
Yes.
Your hand was raised.
It was raised.
Thank you, Sean, for clearing up exactly what I was trying to get to. No. I'm not.
You have great ideas.
What's your idea? Or what was your question?
You said the dragon was attached to the tree?
Yes. I mean, for lack of a better term, yes.
Like, is it getting nutrients from the tree? Like, is it living off the tree? Because, like, maybe the tree is the thing we have to fix. Maybe it's getting poisoned through that.
Well, you definitely know that the dragon is...
Got poisoned.
The dragon is what got poisoned.
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully
I'm going to
that's
say,
just
for
coming
lack,
one way.
just for ease of this, you don't think that the cancer has transferred to the tree.
Okay.
One way.
That would be
That's
real
good.
bad.
Okay, that's
Tree of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tree of
Okay.
death.
All right.
Real fast.
Tree of
Not
cancer.
good.
All right.
So, I mean, maybe,
I mean,
make me
I'm
an
just gonna say
Arcana check.
Guidance.
No. I want everybody to do their
I
own
got
thing.
it.
He's got his
I
thing.
do guidance. I know guidance in this game.
No.
I don't know why I got guidance.
I would like to dumb guy talk to Mario Batali and try and persuade him to give us the most information that he can, because sometimes you need people on similar levels to be able to communicate.
Okay.
Also, you've been the only one who has been vocally, let's not kill these people. So I feel like you have the best shot of being like, buddy, I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Mm-hmm.
Please help me so I can help you.
No doubt. I also would love to use Cleansing Touch. You could use your action to end one spell on yourself or one willing creature. I'm going to try that, because if it works, great. But I assume it doesn't.
Heck yeah,
but
bud.
it's the only thing that I have that these guys can't do.
Okay, sure. So you can do that. What
Got
did you
an
roll?
8.
On your Arcana check? Gotcha.
Yeah.
That inspiration was for Darian, right? Throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're able to do that. What about everybody else? What are your thoughts? Because we'll just kind of run them as NPCs that you guys can generally direct or at least suggest ideas, and we can see what can come from that.
I think,
or we could try to have them provide advantage on checks that you guys make.
I think Eddie should be in the conversation with you and the dragon.
Yeah.
Right.
Can Eddie help me with dragon stuff? That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think Sister Gabriel. No, Crystal should help you convince this guy.
Yeah.
Right, we'll
Okay.
put sister, so I'll give you advantage on that Arcana check that you were just making.
Okay, because Sister Gabriel will help.
Yeah, sure.
See, the problem is that Celine still has to roll the dice.
There, can I use that one?
I mean...
That was better. That was a 19.
Sure. I'll give you that one.
Woo!
Woo!
It worked once.
You get one.
It worked once.
Everybody gets one.
In 6 years, it works one time.
Yes.
Ted, you're
Wasn't
setting the
even a
bar
trump
for me
game.
so high.
It wasn't even a drunk game, guys. Great.
So, what I will say... So you already made your check. Everybody else was figuring out what they're going to do. So what I will say is you can tell, to your point about flow of nutrients and things. So, yes, Gus is getting nutrients from the tree. It's sustaining him. If it was a traditional plant, would be the root system to provide the not needing traditional photosynthesis. But, you know, it's, for lack of a better term, I guess, you know, if you're thinking about filtering stuff, so like he's getting nutrients from the tree, and then like stuff's possibly making it back into the tree, but it's a very slow process. So you would think that the sort of cancer that's growing in Gus is pretty much staying in him, but there is the potential that it could make its way back to the tree, and it might have in a very minute amount, but this tree is massive, and this, you know, the royal tree
Kind of beyond
the scope of
What would happen if we disconnected Gus from the tree?
So you don't know with your 19.
Can I put that to Gus to see
You
if he
can
would know?
we can definitely posit that out there. It's an
Okay.
option. Potentially, and even if cancer cells have been making their way back from Gus into the tree, again, in the size of this tree, it would take a while, a long time, for it to truly impact it.
Yeah.
5,000 to 10,000 years. Might start seeing some issues, might start disrupting things, possibly setting things out of balance. Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you can make your Arcana check. You can make your, I guess, Persuasion check.
Yes. 30. Or 25. So 30.
Okay.
26.
You guys are doing great.
And
We're carrying this
Thank
team.
Sorry, 27.
so,
Look,
you-
man, everybody wants to kill you. I don't know what to tell you. I am trying. You have heard me. I am doing my best to keep you alive. But I need something. I need a glimmer of information so I can give it to the smarter people and they can figure out what's going on.
So what he'll tell you
Apparently not them.
is, I mean, he's just like, the long and short of it is, he really wishes he could, but he was never the brain.
Can you tell me who the brain was?
And he says, yeah, it's the one guy upstairs.
Which one?
It would be, well, you don't know. You don't.
There's two of them.
The ginger one?
He'll describe Chef Morimoto to you.
Ah,
that
okay.
He's the kind of the main person behind this.
Right.
But he said it wasn't just him. There was a whole team of people.
Sure, yeah.
The 2 people that kind of died. Some of the other people that we heard that you guys killed.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So it's time for you to go to jail. That's what I'm picking up.
Well, what he'll describe to you is he says, he was never that great. He was just in the right place at the right time.
Right.
Was really what
It sounded
happened.
like you were... No. See, ready? You were at the wrong place at the wrong time and got sucked into it.
That's also a thing you could say.
That is a thing that I'm saying
Yeah.
to you, Mario Patel.
I'm telling you to tell other people this.
Well, again, he says, he was one of the first people who found the group. So he was one of the first people that was kind of around, not like a founding member. So he was there. So there wasn't a lot of competition.
Right.
Then there started to be competition. And then it came out very clear that he wasn't that good. Other people were a lot better than him.
Right.
But he was just there.
Okay.
Things happened. So
Yeah, he
you
jumped
gotta get,
on the train. I get
yeah,
it.
you just kind of get grandfathered into a lot of things
Yes.
when you're around.
Yeah.
So that's kind of his deal.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll tell you, the only other thing that he can think of is, him and their group, they kind of went off and did their own thing and fucked around for a long time. And they said, Guy basically stayed here in the city. And then obviously you guys know most of the story, or
Right.
the high level, the key points that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you that, that Duff went away and squirreled himself away on an island to make cakes.
That's nice.
Apparently, they're really good.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know.
Me neither. I like cake, though.
And then he'll tell you again, he'll describe the situation with Alton as well. About
Right.
he just disappeared. Nobody knows where he went.
Okay.
He's just off in
Doing
the
his own
multiverse,
thing.
doing whatever he needs to do.
Okay.
So, but and then I guess he'll throw it out there too that he's supposed to be able to be someone who's not necessarily grounded in time and space.
Okay.
And can transition
Aha.
all between both time and space.
Time heist guy. Got it.
But he'll also say that if anybody was to have access to original, clean,
But
untainted flavor, it would be him.
Okay, good.
Now, just to be clear, since we're in Flavortown, is that time with a Y or time with an I?
Excellent question.
Both.
Whoa.
Interesting.
It's timey-wimey.
Right. Should have known.
I have a follow-up question for Mario Batali based on all that.
Sure.
But I'm not there, so I'm gonna eavesdrop and be like, "Do you know how to get in contact with Alton?
And he's like, no.
Does Morimoto?"
He might. He said, Guy probably does, but
Guy's not doing a lot of talking.
Maybe tomorrow he will, though.
Sure, maybe.
Did any of us go to the Doton Abbey?
No, not us.
Because I was like, maybe the incorporeal guy from there knows Elton. Maybe they cross each other on the pathway.
You know what?
Good idea.
That is the best shot of any NPC we've met so far.
I can't read. Okay, so why would I go to the book place? That's
I
not a
don't
book place.
know.
It's a punchy place that also has books.
What? Yeah. They do a lot of things there, apparently.
Mostly punch and read. And
And
There's
tattoos.
some bongos.
too
And they make this really nice drink.
All right, I'm out again. I was in for a hot second, but now I'm out.
You don't like
Oh,
nice?
you don't
Wait,
like
nice
nice
drink
drinks?
is what we came to. Cool.
All right.
You are a beautiful little snowflake, and I appreciate you for what you are. Thank you.
You immediately remember about how upset Thurn was at him. He almost won the pub crawl.
It's fair.
Don't drink anymore.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, I'm done with it.
I see. All right. No,
Quick
so
drink.
you had a
27.
27.
Yeah.
Just remind me again. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Yeah,
So you were trying to just.
I was trying to see if there was if
Oh,
I
right,
could- the connection with
regenerator.
regenerate, yeah, which is like a higher level magic. So maybe there's something there.
Yeah, it was definitely. I mean, it was for lack of a better term, and not being the guy who knows. Like he's like a fighter. We're telling you, he's like super. Like not even. We're talking like champion fighter. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not great.
He's not doing battle master maneuvers.
No, he's very basic. Occasionally, you get that nice crit on your 18, 19, or 20.
It's fun.
Feels good.
Yeah.
We're not a high thinker. Here.
2d8 damage. Woo.
That's great.
Wowee.
But maybe 3 times. Maybe if you're real good.
12.
Yeah, but it's Mara Vitale. He's definitely doing it in the d8.
Yeah, he's a longsword.
Okay.
He's pretty basic. Okay, that flew years and years ago. Or so much further. We can do all sorts of crazy stuff now.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, back then you just had to cook. You didn't have to have gimmicks or you know, competitions, or you just
No.
like,
Secret
here's me
ingredient.
making pasta. The end.
I'm done now.
Half an hour show.
Yay!
If you want to make pasta at home,
This is how you do it.
this is how you do it. It's good
Didn't
pasta.
even have no gimmick. Just
Pasta.
Oh, not even
That's-
him.
No.
Not even him.
you killed Emerald. You killed him with Paula Dean. They had gimmicks.
Yeah.
butter. Hey, is butter a gimmick?
I think it is.
I think
With
it
that
is.
much butter?
With that much
That much
butter.
butter is a gimmick. Overly southern, overly use of butter. So yeah, you can gather that it is, to a degree, there was a basis in the regeneration's spell, because it wasn't, you weren't trying to, like, there was nothing fundamentally wrong with it.
Yeah,
You weren't
so
trying to heal anything and make stuff. You were trying to force growth
Yeah.
where there wasn't any.
So more of a generate as opposed to a regenerate.
Correct. So basis in,
Plant growth?
again,
But not really a plant. Like, yeah.
Jake already suggested.
Yeah, I missed
yeah.
that.
So
Gotcha.
yes, but like I mean, a basis in regenerate, a basis in plant growth. In that plant growth just makes things yield more.
Mm-hmm.
Regenerate makes things regrow when they're gone, but you're just trying to tweak it and make it just make stuff.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of like a fabricate, sort of a kind of combination. It a wholly basically created homebrew spell to do this.
Yeah.
And then altered slightly with science-y magic stuff, arcane tech,
Mm-hmm.
because you had to keep the dragon in stasis,
Mhm.
or at least keep the dragon unconscious to be able to administer all of this, because in full form you're fighting a god created dragon, so
Yeah.
you need to build enough stuff to stop it, or at least hold it in place long enough for you to set all this stuff up, in theory, inject it, get everything going, and then in hopes harvest it before it comes to.
Yeah.
And then it didn't go well,
Okay.
and then when it didn't go well and they were like, oh, this doesn't taste good at all, this tastes like shit, or it doesn't taste it's not what we came here for.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh well, we fucked up, we better get out of here before we get caught. And then they leave, and then all of a sudden they start hearing like, oh, it's turning people into monsters, and they're like, oh well, we fucked around, townspeople found out. Deuces.
All right.
Fail.
I will communicate all of that stuff to Gus, hoping that maybe with his contact with his affiliation, his contact with all those different divine entities, that I don't know, that might make sense to him.
Yeah, so he will definitely be able to assist and kind of. It pretty much follows, I guess, I would say along the lines of what you're kind of thinking.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you know, for him and you guys, the gods have their very much like, they're really hands-on at the start, and then they're very much like, nah, mortals fucked it up. Nah,
Too bad.
Bye.
Sucks to be all of you.
Yeah.
All right, because so my thought process here, team, is either we, just try and find Alton, get some OG flavor, or
Alton. Mighty
Whoa.
Alton.
the three
What?
the
Blasphemous.
What?
I mean, with
Works for
I
him.
heard plant growth, regenerate, fabricate, magic technology. Between all love vultures, we got Bruce for arcane tech, me for a little healing, you for a little plant growth, you for a little both. Maybe the four of us combine our skills, we could reverse engineer and reverse this shit. Or yeah, we wait till tomorrow and then talk to Guy, and if he's a person again.
Yeah.
Maybe he has some of the original flavor stuff.
Tucked away.
Potentially.
Somebody else was gonna have it.
Oh, I'll ask Crystal. When you went to Charm City and ate all those cakes, did you meet Duff?
We did.
Did the flavor come up at all?
Pretty much like, we don't talk about that here.
Oh, okay. If he had mentioned that he had some, that'd be super easy.
Is my
Duff's a
beetle buddy
purist,
still
though.
down here?
Apparently,
What's up?
Duff is a purist.
Yes.
Doesn't
Yeah.
like the flavor.
You mean you don't need it with those cakes?
Yeah.
Did you leave your beetle down here?
I think so. Didn't I?
I don't remember where you left it.
Paul?
I don't remember. I might have taken him. Yeah, I feel like because he came down with us.
Sure. Then I'll say you'll see your beetle, and it's like, it's not happy. It's like a flavor evil zombie beetle.
Oh, poor little beetle.
But it's a beetle, so it's not like super scary. It's just like a beetle.
Kinda cute.
Alright.
Still.
Maybe we could try to fix him later.
Fix him first. If it works on the beetle, it'll work on the
There you go.
dragon skill up.
He can be our tester.
I don't think he would know this, but I'm gonna lean over to Mario and be like, "You don't know who that big zombie guy was, do you?"
And he's just like, oh, no.
Yeah, your story didn't lend you to knowing, but I figured it is.
He said, I'm gonna guess it might be one of the first ones that turn. Would be my guess.
Gross. Okay. Cool.
That makes sense.
And he'll tell you that nobody really knows what to call them. So they're not dead. Definitely not dead.
No.
They're alive.
Oh.
But he'll tell you that they call them, and he's like, we call them flavors.
Oh.
Yeah, that works.
I'm alright with it.
I feel so bad for
You okay, Theron?
No, this sucks, man.
Yeah,
It's been
man.
a hard day.
World's a terrible place.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else? Obviously, my healing bit did not work. Okay. That's what I expect. Is there anything else we can do today?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah.
I do want to just kind of confirm with Gus and say, so this whole untainted flavor thing keeps on popping back around. Do you think that would help you?
He says that he doesn't know if it would help him necessarily, but it might be for lack of a better term, anti-flavor antidote thing, that would be probably how you distill it.
Gotcha.
Not necessarily that that's the case, it would just probably give you mechanically the best benefits to determine it, but it's not undoable for you guys to do it with what you have.
Okay.
It would give you it'd be a great starting point, but you can pull this stuff off. You've got God magic in your back pocket, and two of them, really, 2 high-level clerics. So
Fair.
It's true.
Yeah, we got our best. We can do our best.
And a wonderful druid and a dragon guy and a guy who's great with mechanics. So
And a demigod.
and a demigod.
Yeah.
So
You're a guy with a great conscience.
yeah.
Our true moral north.
Mm-hmm. Where'd he be?
All these
Murder
guys would be
hobos.
dead.
Arms
Murder
deep
hobos.
in arms deep in blood.
Arms deep in
I
blood.
don't think so. I hope not, guys.
Well, just one person has tons of blood in them. You've seen.
It's true.
We've killed a lot of
Yeah,
people and
they're in.
things.
We've not killed a lot of people.
You feel bad?
Yeah. There's one. There's one person that we killed. We did not kill a
It's true.
lot of people,
I feel like
guys.
killing monsters is more a
In
thing.
those like what was it, the bandit tunnels under that town where I died twice?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yeah.
killed everyone there.
They were undead.
I mean, were they?
Yeah.
No, they
They
were
were
just
vampire
people.
people.
No, that was just the one
That's
vampire.
That's a
The
different
one
thing.
where my
That was my
wonder went
ex-girlfriend.
off and you died?
Yes.
Was that his
Yes, that
girlfriend?
one.
And your sucky ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, my second. Well, those are different things.
Get
Those
it?
were two
Get it?
different. Because she was a vampire. Oh, I like that. That's fun. She did that.
Alright. I think.
But yeah, I'm just saying that like your
Yeah.
aversion to killing is admirable, but also seems kind of sudden.
Yeah, what's going on
Well,
with you?
there's a difference between killing people in combat in a fight versus indiscriminately killing like prisoners and stuff.
I don't see it.
That's fair, and I understand.
You guys are coming from different spots. Like
Okay.
Splitting.
So I
Barovia
think we
and
should-
Waterdeep are very
Okay.
different places.
I think list of things that we need to do are: one, we need to get a sending message thingy out to Cake Guy, and I point over to Crystal,
Okay.
and talk to him about Flavor and this guy, Altoff or whatever. Alton, okay.
Almond?
Yeah,
Yes.
almond,
I'm
yes.
familiar.
Okay, so that's thing one that we need to do.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thing two is we need to get all of the information that we can out of prisoner guy, the smart one. Not
I know, I just wanted to make
yes,
sure.
okay. Because he obviously did a lot of the bad stuff that happened to the plant dragon, who is not a plant. No disrespect.
So we should exchange the prisoners that we have. Or just go talk to that guy.
Yeah. We need to make sure nobody turns into a zombie around the king until we can
Okay.
fix him more.
Oh, that is a great point.
Yes.
Let's
and we need
go back there now.
Yeah, we'll head up.
Can we be discussing this as we make our way up?
And we need to get a rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Because
need all
It
of
just
those
seems like there's
things.
no
Once-
time.
once but there's nothing we can do.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
Alright.
Let's start heading back up.
Take sleep watches, people who are awake watching around the king. While the others nap. I don't trust anybody in Flavortown to watch him.
Yeah,
because
I
I'm
think
assuming they all
I
have
think we
flavor.
are
Yeah,
the
I
only
think we're the
people that
only
can.
ones.
Yeah.
You're right. Cool. So let's
Or
do
have Aslan watch
that.
out.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
head back up.
Mhm.
Gus, do you want to keep Mario here as a snack and or just like a fun plaything, or do you want us to get rid of him?
It's just like, I don't
Cool, we'll get rid of him.
Alright, we're gonna try to figure out how to make you feel better.
You guys leave, and
Scuttle.
anything of importance as you discover or you make your way back up?
I want to start talking to Bruce about if he
Person
thinks
hearing.
that, basically like that kind of stuff.
You-
Start going over kind of like the finer points of divinatory magic with him. See if we can.
Sure. Yeah, you guys can definitely start making your way up and talking through that stuff and figuring out what you can do.
Cool.
And he's got some ideas and stuff that you can work on. And
Cool.
Continue making your way up. Oh, Theron gets a trinket.
Woo.
Go ahead and roll me JKD 69.
Nice. I'm the ropes.
4.
4. Anything but an 8.
An unbreakable symbol, a holy symbol that when broken in half will create a duplicate of the original, allowing one to spread it to those who need faith.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Wow, you can hand out so many of those. Like this is so perfect
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It's just like, hey guys, man. Ilmater says if you suffer, like, good things will happen later.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Okay.
See, just like this, it breaks, but then it becomes whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys make your way
Remains
up. Anything else? You're talking to Bruce about
Yeah.
mechanical stuffs. Anything else or anybody else?
I don't think so. For me, at least.
Chat wants you to have a werebear or werewolf bite the dragon, so it becomes more resistant.
Nice.
Or they said give him 2 levels of paladin to make him immune to disease.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or 3 levels of paladin.
There you go.
How much experience would that be to level
900.
Well, let's say the dragon doesn't count as
Yeah.
having experience. Then we should start giving Ferdinand 3 levels of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Fighter.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No. I think I'm good. I'm gonna be talking to Sister Gabriel and just like kind of trying to buoy her up and maybe lean into the luck versus endurance sort of conversation that she always wins. Because it's better to be lucky than just being able to slug through things. So just trying to, buoy
And
her.
then, you have that conversation and she'll bring up, but then, fortune favors the bold. So
That's true.
that's something that you have going for you.
Yeah. Hey, we're here. We found it.
Nothing if not
Getting along
bold.
so
Yeah.
well, considering he's a boy.
I know, right?
Right? So, I think- I mean, everybody needs to sleep, and then I think everybody will be feeling better, and we can really tackle this problem. I wish there was something that I could think of doing now, but there isn't that I can think of. I got no juice left. No, what do they call it? Those guys.
Prophecy juice!
Yes.
I call from down the line.
Yeah, we don't have any of that left. We need to get more.
Oh, well. I guess we'll find out.
Buddy. You know how I always have a good feeling about things?
Yeah.
I don't know why I brought that up. It doesn't really have anything to do with what I was about to say. Which is,
Wow.
if we hadn't
Right?
been here, then everyone would be dead. So, every person... Theron, you gotta wait till the end. The end is where I bring all the points together.
Okay.
A living person you see is a person we saved.
Yeah, but the thing is that overnight, we don't know how any of these people are going to turn, man.
I know.
There's nothing we can do about it.
But
That's
I know
our
that,
hand.
too.
At the end of this, every person that pulls through is a person that you helped save.
If we weren't
And
in
that-
here, everyone would
and
be
that's
dead.
not
Or a
nothing.
slave.
Yes, I love you guys.
Love you too,
and
bud.
we will
Love
do
you
our
too.
best to save everyone we can.
Aww. Love vultures.
It's not very nice, internet.
What? What did they
I
do?
don't know.
Every dead person you see is a person you killed.
That is what it feels like a little bit.
Not how Flint looks at the world.
Yeah, that's true. Glass half alive.
Exactly.
Kind of person.
Exactly.
So I just wish there was more that we could have done or
I know,
can
but-
do. So we'll fix this as fast as we can, which means getting
Exactly.
upstairs,
Exactly.
Getting a rest.
getting a rest.
Yeah.
I was just bringing it up because it seems like you're being really hard on yourself. And I don't feel like you
Yeah.
need to be that hard on yourself.
Okay.
And also because it doesn't look like you're going to get much rest this agitated.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna endure through a rest.
That's not how
I
that
don't
works.
think that's how resting
at all.
is supposed to work there.
So
bud.
as you guys make your way into the
You guys are
main
wrong.
room, where the king was, you guys make your way in there. You hear sounds of a scuffle as you make your way into that room,
Ooh, I run it.
Yeah, definitely.
and you can see that
The scuffle.
Yeah, it's bad.
one of the guards that was there helping chop off hands and stuff.
Right.
when you guys were there, has turned,
Ah!
and you
Stab!
see there is at least one dead guard on the ground. You can see the girl who the attendant
Oh,
has
no.
got a cut across her stomach, and she's got a dagger, and she's in front of the king while the other guards are trying to fend off this guy. and like
kill this guy.
Yeah, so that's what you see.
Go kill this guy.
Yeah, we definitely go
I
kill
attack.
that guy.
Yeah,
You guys kill that guy.
And then I use my very last spell slot to cure wounds that girl.
Well,
She does, and she's like, "Oh God, that was Phil. He was 3 weeks away from retirement."
Oh God, it's okay. It's okay. We have to make it through the night.
So she's like, "Okay, I hope we all do."
Yeah. So, okay, good news and bad news. The good news is we're all alive. Look at that.
look at that.
The bad news is we're going to need you all to leave the room. Like, every single one of you.
You're all a danger to the king.
That's not...
Wow.
They saw a person turn.
But
Anyone
right.
who's had flavor shouldn't be in the room with the king.
It's true. So,
We don't know when you can turn. We don't know what the rate is.
In fact, we should separate everyone and.
Is there
put them
another
in
like
their own
safe
rooms.
room?
I'll say that you can find there's like cells you could lock. You lock
Yeah.
the other guys in cells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool. Everyone, this is for your own protection, and so we don't have to kill you because we're working on an antidote for whatever just happened.
Yes, we are so.
So,
Okay.
hopefully they do that, and then we can
You do
protect
that.
the
They
king.
do that, and you do that. We'll
Cool.
say.
Okay. Do we get our long rest in?
Sure.
Okay.
Some people get it faster than others. Say Clyde, who gets it in 4 hours, as does Sister Gabriel.
Right.
Everybody gets a level.
Oh wow. That is good news.
Should I take another level of cleric or another level of ranger?
Ranger.
Obviously.
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
You know what? Oof, with all the stuff I get with level 1 ranger, I could just use another one of those.
Definitely.
Uh-huh.
What you want to do, for sure.
Cool. Alright, that is
So.
level 18. That's level 17 paladins. And I have 5th level paladin spells. That is nice.
What are you doing?
Come on, internet.
Please.
No.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're right over there?
Yes, I am. 17th level, you can choose 4 spells from the wizard spell list.
Oh, I can use tree
Are you
strike now.
17th level cleric, though?
Yep.
Oh, it's
17
17
cleric, 1 rogue, or 1 ranger.
Yep. 17.
Oh, yeah.
Why did
That
you
was-
take a ranger again?
So I could
Ferdinand.
get, so I could get proficiency
Right.
in animal handling, so I could hopefully tame Ferdinand.
Which you did.
I regret nothing.
This was a good move.
Actually, a 9th level wizard spell probably would have helped that last fight.
Well, now you have 7. Now you have. Well, now you'll have a 9th level wizard spell
Mm-hmm.
of your choice.
Swish?
Honestly, like I can't do this now. Like I gotta look through these spells.
It's wish.
Well, no, I get 4 of them.
Well, it's 6th, 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th.
So I gotta look through the spell list more to see which of those I'm gonna go with. But
So wait. Oh yeah. Okay. No, because he has the one thing.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm already level 17. But then I was like, oh, he has the one thing. We just want
Yeah.
this.
I could get Simulacrum.
It's not a bad spell. It's a good spell, even.
And my Simulacrum would have, what is it, half your health? So 110.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna wait for now. Get my long rest. If we're both up for any of it, at the same time, I'll try and make some memories with Crystal.
Make some memories.
Yeah,
Sure.
Just like play a card game, do something fucking like something normal dads do with their kids who are adults
Oh,
now.
I can cast
that kind
spells
of
as
thing.
an animal now.
Oh heck yeah!
Yay!
All right. Sure.
Oh, that changes you so much.
And apparently I was supposed to do an ability score improvement or a feat choice at level 16 that I
Yeah,
just
check that.
didn't go into do.
It's
I
not
didn't
bad.
know it was there. When I pulled it up, it was already level 17 when you gave her back to me.
That's not true.
Isn't it?
No,
How
it's
old
not.
was
We've leveled
I?
up a couple
Really?
times since we
How?
got
I
her.
thought she was always pretty high.
She was, but we've leveled up at least once.
Ah, well. What are you gonna do?
Hey.
Just,
Do I want to feed?
wallow in how often this scenario has happened.
It's a lot.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
she's only hurt
I'm
herself.
getting there. I'm
I
getting
know.
there.
Went to the party.
It's true, but we made it.
Mhm.
That could have been proficiency in Constitution saving throws.
Oh.
I got that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, all
Very
right.
resilient. Yeah.
All right. And it could have been Warcast.
Yeah, you don't-
Advantage on
You don't need stats.
Yeah, I
Your
know.
stats is good.
Like, I could bump my constitution just to get health, but like.
All right. So, you guys
I
are
don't know,
able
I also
to.
feeds.
What is the plan?
Let's talk about magic and try to create our own spell to fix the dragon.
And like, we'll
Right.
first try and talk to Guy, see if Guy's any better.
And
Guy,
try
any
to
better?
talk to Duff, right?
He
Yeah,
is
that's right.
he's still, I'll say he's still like unable to speak, but he seems noticeably better than he did the day before.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Can we try with your spell and my prestidigitation pot, like make some food?
Okay.
I can
Let's get
pull out
some
some
food.
pocket cake.
Sure.
Or really pocket anything.
All right. Cool. We'll do that.
And then yeah, I think cool. Why don't we have Crystal? Do you know sending?
Oh, yeah, I think she does.
Cool. Can you sending Duff and see if he has a line on either Alton or where we can get some original flavor? You fill him in. You should, yeah, as much as you can in ascending. Like, I know that's a tall order, but do your best. I believe in you. See if he would be willing to come back and help Guy. That would be a huge boon because he's doing bad. And then I think.
Oh, you've been there before. Can any of you guys like get there
Again?
magic fast?
I don't remember off the top of my head because none of them had. Only maybe Crystal had teleport. I don't know if she did or not.
And I was
She's
going to say,
hard,
like,
right?
Sister Gabriel might have teleportation circle, but I don't remember if they picked up on one. Okay.
No, she doesn't. I don't. That's an Arcana cleric thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember.
I'm pretty
Right.
sure. Yeah.
Cool. So in that case, well, I feel like that's our.
They'll go
yeah,
do that.
That's a good.
Okay.
That's a good first step.
Yep. All right.
Oh. You,
And Strahd or Bruce
Bruce.
are going to go talk to the guy.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was going to suggest.
Great.
Okay.
Can you prep Zone of Truth today?
I sure can.
Cool. That could help.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, actually, could you do that with? Well, can I? Why would you want to bring Bruce specifically? Just out of curiosity.
It seems like. Well, oh no, he's got other things to work on.
Yeah, I was gonna. If you didn't need him specifically, like he's super scary and he's probably tortured and gotten a lot of information out of
Right,
people.
that was the thought.
So he'd probably be super useful, but I might need him for.
Can vouch.
How's Payne doing?
He's awake and
Oh.
old.
Is he in pain?
Hey man.
He's like, ugh, God, I'm so old.
Yeah, guy.
Yeah,
You really aged, man.
yeah, I'll say. Human, that's the
Meh.
thing.
What are you gonna do?
Get old.
Apparently.
Well, we died, so.
It helped.
I mean,
Sorry.
he's winning.
Sorry.
In that, I mean, I guess.
I was just explaining why we were there.
Oh, well,
We
that's
died,
fine.
sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
no, we were going to find you.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't, because we were dead.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
thank
wish I'd
you.
known that.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
For looking.
And
Sure.
you know, come with me and try and get some information out of this guy.
Sure.
Sweet. Can somebody do we fix his arm now? I send as a message to Clyde.
Oh.
Oh, I have to prep the spell.
I already have it
We could
prepped.
say I prepped it.
I can
Should
just
we,
do it.
should we get him an arm?
Yeah.
Can you give him an arm?
We'll give him a little boop, regenerate.
He's
Oh,
just
is that
like,
little
crystal?
boop.
oh, God.
Just a little boop.
And he's just like, well, that's
Better.
new.
Good.
And it's like weird because this arm is clean and like new, and this arm is like, wrinkly. And he's just like, all right, well,
All right.
we'll deal with that later.
Cool. Figure 2 arms is better than 1, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That's what they say.
Great.
it's twice as good.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's go interrogate that guy.
All right.
Magic stuff.
I
Yeah.
also want to check on all the people that we put in the cells or their rooms and see.
Yeah, one of the other
everybody's-
guards turned and was like gnarling at the bars.
Okay, well, I'm not going to kill that guy because we're hoping for an antidote.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool. Do we want to do my scene now, or do we?
No,
wanna
I'm gonna jump.
establish-
You're
okay.
there.
We're there.
We'll jump back over here and see what you guys got going on.
We were gonna work with Strahd on
And
trying
also
to start.
engineering
Yeah,
or counter
engineering.
spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
or
Did you-
reverse engineering what they did. Either one.
Sure. That can
Counterspell.
definitely be a thing. Do you want to try Mistra? Let's get it out of the way in front.
Yeah, dude. You do. Sister Gabriel wants to try Zamora.
Anybody with a deity? Can you pray to your god?
8 for Ilmater.
75.
Ooh. 70.
It's because we expect it. It doesn't work when you expect it.
I feel like you always expected it though, and it always happened.
It always works.
I
That's
always
okay.
thought deep down this is the time it's not gonna work.
Did you think that this
I
time?
did no. This time I was like, this gonna work.
Sean, what are you doing?
I know.
So it's all Sean's fault.
Yes.
What?
As per you.
I will tell you what.
What?
Make me a roll. You rolled an 8.
I rolled an 8.
I fucking just did it. I got an 11.
Ah.
This fucking game.
Just testing you.
Dice.
So
It's just
I
testing you.
will have you make me a religion check,
No.
and if it is what number I come up with in my head
Okay.
or greater,
Okay.
Can you guys?
we will let you. No, this is a purely
Alright,
head
that's
thing.
fair. That's
It's
fair.
okay.
I
'cause
will
got
let you.
a nothing added to this. So
Yep.
if it's higher than 20, 3.
Nope.
It's okay. We're going to try our best, and that's what Ilmater expects.
Cool. It was a 20. You need to roll a 20.
fair. That's totally fair.
It's yellow.
But if it did, that would have been so cool.
It would have been
It would have been
cool.
so
yeah.
cool.
And instead, we're going to terrorize this guy down here in the basement.
All right, so you guys are gonna.
Yeah.
So what checks do you think you should be making to re-engineer this thing?
Probably Arcana.
Nature?
But
Sure.
my magic is religion based, so that would make sense too. I have the same
That's what I'm
plus
saying,
to
like-
both of them.
Can we use the skill that correlates to our specific part of what
Right.
the
Sure.
spell would be?
That's reasonable.
So like,
How's
Bruce
Strahd
would
at
be whatever
medicine?
his like tools are.
Plus
Like a Tinker Tools.
Yeah.
How is he at Arcana?
Or
Plus
Arcana.
11.
I think he should do an Arcana
Yeah.
check.
And then do an Arcana one.
In my artificer in a completely different game that has nothing to do with this game, roll to ask Gon for help. Sure, Ash, go ahead, make a roll.
Come on, Ash!
Gon was part of the people who made the dragon.
Sure.
I'm gonna give. We're gonna say that. Strahd.
Could you do an animal handling check?
I could.
It's
Give me a plus 11.
I'm gonna say because Strahd had to get a.
Can you cast
And
Speak
ability
with
score.
Plants and talk to the tree?
Ted's the DM, so that spell's back on the table.
Was it off the table?
Yeah, when I did my tomato impression.
Oh.
And Jake was like, I am never
Never,
casting
never,
the spell
never,
again.
never. Not with you.
My horny, sexy tomato.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Strahd has plus 17 to Arcana now because he needed to defeat a level 16 artificer, so I gave him skill expert in Arcana. So now he's an expert at arcane stuff.
Great.
So we're starting at 17.
And Crystal's a bard, right?
Yes.
Can she bardic inspiration people?
Sure. It's a D12.
Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet. I believe in you guys.
Guidance
You can do it.
to whoever I
You
can.
can do
Can
it.
you give it to all of us?
You can give it to one person.
Then I'm gonna give it to.
Oh wait, Strahd has guidance, so he'll cast guidance on himself.
Then I.
And Crystal will cast guidance on you.
myself. All right, cool.
Nice.
Clyde doesn't have guidance?
No,
Let's
because
be a plan.
Flint has it.
This
More.
has happened so many times.
Yeah. I definitely don't have
Barovia
guidance.
crew
Yeah.
kept being like, can't you guide? And it was just like, no.
And I will say, Ash, if you technically give somebody a trinket, it rolls. It does a random D100 roll.
Ooh.
But
Like that.
I got an even 30 on my.
but yeah, I'll let you roll your real dice.
With your
sure.
D12?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a 10, 10, and a.
22. I got a 22.
Okay.
Bruce.
Yeah. Well, it was almost a 20. but I turn to it too. So that's 20.
Can you do Flash of Genius?
Well, it's only if he fails, and I haven't determined what the number is yet. So give me a second, Jake.
Okay. I just want him to win.
Hang on. So that's
Oh! Can I use my coffee pot inspiration for the day to try to reroll?
sure.
Cool. This was that.
So that's a 26. Is 2.
Good start.
These are good.
I think.
Sure, I'll let him use a Flash of Genius and push it to a 31. So that's 2 30s.
Okay.
Better than you once were. Okay. Much better. Much better.
Much better.
28. 36.
Right, that's 3 30s. So
You guys should have a
pretty.
decent.
You're moving along. You're
Yeah.
doing real good.
Okay, cool.
You think you're on a good path here.
Cool.
Right.
We got a good start.
And what is so? And then I guess illustrate to me how you imagine this. Like you guys are working on it, workshopping stuff. What do you think the ultimate genesis of all this will look like? How's it gonna? Is it gonna be like? Is it a potion? Is it a spell? A glowing mode of magic? An injection? What does it look like?
I think because it was done with an injection, Flint's instinct would be to try and at least mimic as close as we can. So I would try and do a similar kind of injectable formula.
With all these things, would these guys be able to like take like a leaf and like isolate the bad stuff out of it, like
Can we use
between
these as,
the
like,
magic and
practice?
the mechanical abilities, kind of like distill all of maybe not pure flavor, it kind of like it's all junk, but like the bad stuff, and then they're able to work off of like, well, we have the pure badness here. Obviously, we can't take every part of him and then filter all of it like that, but like with this little bit of pure evil that we got here, we can start working towards good things.
Sure, that's a thing.
Dope.
Dope. I appreciate that.
No.
If this still isn't fixed by tomorrow, I'm not going to ask Maestra to fix it. I'm going to ask Maestra to help us fix it. Like, give us the last steps we need so we can fix it.
Yes.
Fair.
That's a good twist.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, Ash, I'll let you roll. Give somebody a random trinket, and we'll see what the randomly generated D100 roll comes up as.
All right. Going low and slow.
But it is an
That's
artificer, so
That's
never
how you
mind.
get that.
Never mind, it's an artificer. I just read that. So good roll. But we'll see what happens anyway.
Alright.
Okay. So that is relatively good overall. You guys are working on this, and then we'll cut back to you
All right.
in the basement. You and Old Man Payne.
Yes. So
That's
I'll have gone
90,
over.
so.
Ooh, too high.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of like brought him up to the situation because he was mostly unconscious yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him what we're trying to get out of this guy, which is basically like, what did you do way back when things started going sideways? What did you do? And then him being a officer of the law, and me being persuasive, I think we should do a little good cop, bad cop.
Ooh.
Okay. So you guys go in.
Fucking Gregor was made for bad cops.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you go into the
Into the area. Can we say that the cell next to him has the one guard that turned?
Sure.
Because I think that would be fun. How is he looking now, this guy?
Better.
Better? Okay. Hand's still broken, though.
Hands are still broken.
Okay, cool.
Because it's thematic, but really, technically, if you got a long rest, they're fixed.
break
We
his hands
re-break.
first.
I feel like we didn't have to ask Bruce to do that. He would just do it.
Yeah, he'd do it for fun.
No.
All right, so I walk in, and I'll go in and I'll say,
Payne just punches the guy right in the face.
Oh,
before you
jeez.
even say anything. Just knocks him to the ground and just starts punching him in the face.
oh, God.
Just like,
Too much backup!
I'll give him
with his new, clean,
strong
regenerated arm.
Yep.
And like, he's not, there's no sign, like, he's just going, like, there are teeth, like, coming out. And
Yeah.
he's just like,
I'll give him a not a whole minute because in D&D that'd kill a guy. But I'll give him a good 18 seconds.
No, Dragon. Actually, Clyde hasn't, and so if you want to do for Clyde, we'll go with that. But yeah, and he's just like going at it, and just like.
All right, then so I pull him back.
And he's like,
You okay?
yeah, no, good.
Okay, so
His knuckles are a little bloody, and he's just like, no, I'm really good.
okay. I'm gonna lean down. Is he still conscious?
And he's like, he's conscious. Yeah, he doesn't sound good.
Okay. I'm gonna lay on hands him for 20 points.
Okay.
And I say, look, I can't do this for very long. All right, I can't heal everything he's got.
And he's like, don't worry, I can. We can do this for a long time.
We could do this for a while. He's right, actually. We're fixing. What is it? Gus. Well, what's the full name? Gustasys. We're fixing him. We're working on it. And we have literally the best minds in Flavortown doing it. All right, you guys. You messed up, and I understand that it was out of what you thought was right, and I can sympathize with the fact that you tried to do something and it failed, because boy, does that happen a lot to me. I need to know what you did, because without that, there's no hope for the city. And then what's going to happen is, I'm going to point over to the cage next door. That's going to happen to everybody. And you'll be here in this cage for as long as it takes for them to get through. But that's it, man. This is the end of the line unless we can fix this.
You can make a persuasion check.
All right. Go, persuasion, go. 15, 26.
Nice.
There's just like a
So persuasive.
like a stereotypical like bad guy smirk
Yeah.
with no
nothing.
Not even like
No way to remove us.
no.
No, that's fair.
And then Payne just punches him in the face again. Doesn't knock him out, just hits him
Right.
again.
Right. Cool. Well, I don't have a. If he's not going to talk, I can't zone of truth him, because that doesn't do anything in that case.
You can roll a trinket roll too.
Me? Okay. 6. Yep, all over those low rolls. You know what it is? You're being too violent. He sure doesn't like it.
Yeah,
You know, that might be it.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
have
have a better feeling.
a bag of shade chalk that will allow you to dull your weapons, but also dulls the glow of radiant spells, so that they don't give away your position.
I like that a lot. Okay. Let's see. Do I have a good? You know what? I am going to. I'm going to attempt to use my lay on hands to remove a spell that's affecting this person, just in case there is.
Okay.
Is
Sure.
there?
No.
Okay, that's fair. But I thought
Were
we'd
you
check.
trying to like, in case they were under some sort of control or something?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Reasonable.
Okay. In that case, I believe I have a new 5th level spell called Gaius. I'm going to cast it on him with my 5th level spell slot. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Takes 10 minutes, by the way.
That's okay. I have. Oh no, 1 minute to cast.
1 minute? Sorry.
Yeah. I have a minute.
He's not going anywhere.
What's your saving throw again?
My saving throw is 19.
Gotcha. It will succeed.
Alright. He will succeed, or the spell? Okay.
He will succeed.
Darn. In that case, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, Payne stomps on one of his hand and re-breaks it.
Fair enough.
I was like, that was for nothing. I just don't like you.
Yeah.
Actually, that There's so many things it could be for.
Sure, there's a bunch of things that could be for.
It's mainly under
It's like, do you have a sword? I don't even know what your character has at this point.
Oh, I have a warhammer.
It's like, oh, can I have that?
Definitely.
No, I won't kill him. I promise I won't kill him. Promise.
Look,
Scout's honor.
I need to take a quick break because I just got I just cast my big spell. So I'm just gonna,
Hey, that's fine.
I'm just gonna go out of the room for a couple minutes.
Can I have your hammer?
No, you can't have it, but I will leave it over here.
Oh, like right over there.
Right over
I
there.
can easily reach it.
Yeah, but
but it's fine. Yeah, no, I got
I'll
it.
see you later though.
Yeah, okay.
All right, good luck.
Yeah. So like, as soon as you're like about, you hear like, and then you start
Close
hearing
the
like,
door. Yeah, well, it might work. I don't like it.
I was gonna say Theron must be going through a tough time right now.
Yeah, it's not good.
Do you come back up
internally?
Do I come back?
to them, or do you go back to Pain?
Oh no, I'm gonna go back to Pain.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you
After how long?
kill him.
Like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Give him a good while.
Yeah. So you come back, and this guy's like left arm
Yeah.
is just been brutalized into like mush, and he has removed it. Like broke the ball joint just completely, and he'd be like, "Well, now he knows what it's like to not have an arm because there was this
Is he
fucking
still
poison."
conscious?
And he's like, "Oh no, I've been healing him,
Oh, good.
so he can't not get knocked out."
Right.
So he had to experience all of
Okay.
it. Like a lot of rage.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna lean
A
down to
lot of
this
it.
guy, and I'm gonna be like,
Thrown up instantly.
okay, man.
As soon as Flint saw that arm, Flint would have just.
So you see, this is like the other side of the coin here.
The hammer has dropped, so to say.
Yeah. So, do you have anything you want to tell me? Because we can stop it. I can stop it.
They are like just very defiant.
Okay. How about the other one in the other cell?
The other one's just been hearing all of this that's been going
Yeah.
on, and they're not saying anything either.
Okay. Oh.
New strategy. Tickle him.
Okay.
After a while, you can't breathe.
Yeah.
You do anything for a breath of fresh air.
No.
Do you come back up, or what's
Yeah.
your plan?
I'm gonna take Pain. And we're gonna.
Yeah, sure, like leaving is like I'm back for you.
To Michael Simon.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well,
So you guys make your
that
way.
helped you.
It's
So
like- That was great.
that was something.
Oh god, remember that time your friend was such a jerk? I made him walk naked.
Yeah, I felt like that time was a bit much for them. But I mean, I can't fault you here.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
It's good talk.
It's like no time has passed except for all of the time that has passed.
Yeah, man.
Crystal, did you hear from Duff?
I guess in that time period, yes, she would have heard from Duff. He doesn't have a line on Flavor. He'll also bring up, Alton as a potential, but like he just comes and goes as he pleases. No one really knows what his deal is.
Okay.
He's just like, I don't know what I could do, and it's like he's a whole city to run and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Cool.
But anyway, you guys come back. Do you describe what happened at all?
I'm just gonna say they're not talking. I don't have any. Zone
I
of Truth
beat up
would
this guy so
stop
hard
them.
I broke his arm off with a hammer.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I feel like you and Bruce are gonna get along so well.
So he's like, I feel like this guy clearly knows what he's doing. I could have used you. You know what? That's fine. We're friends now. I don't know if we're friends now, but I like your style. And he's like, you totally funny.
I feel like you get along with Brick.
So
Yeah.
we
We made decent headway.
Yeah, we did some good
we got
stuff.
a good
We
start.
got an idea.
good, great.
And then
We're working.
Yeah, they're not saying
and
anything.
then
but-
Strahd says, because he's like, I was waiting for you to get the back, but
Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
And he's like, but I feel like now that I'm thinking about it out loud, perhaps you shouldn't be here when I present my idea. Because I don't feel like you're going to like what I have to say.
They're in earmuffs.
You know what? We are a group, and if everyone else agrees, then I will dedicate myself to the idea.
You heard him. You heard them all. Everybody here, you all heard him say the thing that you just said.
I
Yeah, I
heard
heard.
Theron say his words.
Yes.
So I have a radical, crazy idea, but
Yes.
I have a theory that if we use what we're coming up with, and less of an injection, but more of like a transfer.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you guys ever did this or you know what I'm talking about, but sometimes they say you can filter bad blood through a pig,
I did know that. Yeah, I've heard
and
that.
it like helps get rid of all the toxins.
Yeah.
I think we could hook up the dragon to the two guys that created it and filter all the cancer through them. And then they get all of the cancer. And then the dragon
That
is
sounds
okay.
like a great solution.
So like all of the cancer from like a million years of whatever into
We
these
can
two
put it into
guys.
their
Would we
bodies.
be able to do it into the
Dead
flavor thingies?
Oh no, I'm just saying they will just have cancer. We will basically give them the dragon's cancer.
Yeah.
And then we'll
the
have
dragon will be
And
clean.
then
and then
the
we'll have
dragon will be
access
pure.
to flavor so we can cure the rest of the
Yeah,
flavor.
because then the dragon will be pure flavor again.
I agree that this is morally not good.
Can we
This
filter
is
it
bad.
through a dead person?
No, that doesn't work.
Oh.
You need to have
The pig thing works because their livers work.
Ah.
So you filter through the pig's liver, and the
Are there
physiology
pigs
is
around?
super close.
But he's
No. It won't work with the pig because they're not the assholes that did this.
It's magic.
That's true.
Magic bloodletting something or other.
He says they're also like ridiculously old and very powerful, obviously.
And also
They were
they
able to
seem
do
like
this in the
dicks.
first place.
Right.
So they clearly have to have a high level of magic in some way or another, so
They should help fix their mess somehow.
Kane's like, I think it's great. I don't even know what he's talking about, but I don't even know what a cancer is, but I feel like I want to give it
I'm
to
on
him.
Team Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, we need to figure it out, and the longer we wait, the worse things are going to be for all of the regular people.
Yeah, for the innocent people.
Yes, I understand.
He's like, oh, that's good. That'll work. Keep going with that line. Yeah, innocent people.
Look,
They're in trouble.
if there's a single thing I can do to help, I will.
Thanks, bud. I think at this point we're gonna ask you to look away.
Yeah.
I really just hit things.
Yeah.
I think this.
And today, you look away.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I will spend the rest of my day trying to rescue people with
Okay.
Aslan.
Bruce, do you
Out in
need
the city.
my help
Ooh.
specifically for this?
Probably.
I mean, a little bit, but not too much. I think we've got it in a pretty good spot,
Okay.
so we might be able to do. But do you have a thing that you need to do?
I was gonna go help him if you didn't need me.
Oh no, I'll be all right. There's a bunch of other people with a lot of magic. Your daughter has magic, and this
She
pretty elf
does.
lady, she's got the magic.
And
Me
Eddie.
too.
And
Eddie
Ed,
knows
the
a lot of
dragon,
dragon
the dragon guy's got magic, kind
Alright.
of.
Clyde, would you mind helping them out?
Not at all.
I trust you. Keep an eye on everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the best of all of the worlds.
Bruce,
I get to kill them with cancer.
and help the rest of the town.
And
And
they
save
also
a dragon.
There's
all
that
of the
too.
people get to be saved. Bad guys get sick from the thing that they did.
Mm-hmm.
We call that Barovian dessert.
You know, I've really come around to your way of thinking, Bruce. In
It's a pretty
Barovia, was not a fan.
Well,
But
it's
now you've convinced me.
not a lot of people are a fan in Barovia.
No. A
They
lot
did
of
a
people
lot
are
of bad
pies, though.
things.
A lot of people are pies.
Yeah.
More people than should be pies are pies.
Yeah.
I'm glad Theron's not there for this conversation.
Alright.
Remember that time you tried to kill me and my friends? Good times.
I mean, at the time, it was a pretty good time.
Man, I'm glad we're on the same side of the killing this time.
Yes.
All right.
It's just way more brutal than any of the things I ever did.
There is a cosmic justice in this, from my opinion, because they were filtering the power from these people to power their machine, and now it's almost like the exact opposite.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's like the line that like Strahd connected, or Bruce connected, was to be able to be like, all right, cool, we'll just do the exact reverse of what you were doing.
Yeah.
So I like it. I like this idea.
Right? I'm a big fan.
Alright. Then the love vultures agree. 'Tis our plan.
1, 2, 3.
Love it.
Vulture.
Vulture!
I have a good feeling about this.
Immense violence. Anyway, I think that's going to bring us to a close tonight, folks.
Wait, before we end, we should go get Eddie, because he passed out when you met the dragon, and we left him there.
Oh no, he was with us when we were walking back.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
He did say one thing that one time.
He did.
Wow.
Crazy.
All right, we'll be back next week, folks, with more of this as we finally, hopefully, come to a conclusion of this storyline all these years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even return to the
into the spire. So we'll see.
Or at least have our final chapter in this part of the saga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Quite.
So.
Delightful.
Yes. Thank you all so much for watching. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.